Chapter 701. Who are you? How dare you hurt someone in the Yun family martial arts competition? If you don't give me a reasonable explanation, I won't forgive you. Yun Tiankong was shocked for a long time. Then, the old and majestic voice sounded. Ha! Calm. There were bursts of explosive sounds coming from his body. The strong and violent inner chi was unstoppable. The entire empty martial arts field was shrouded by the inner chi in the sky. Qin Feng was afraid that Yun Tiankong would step forward, but the old man couldn't help but step forward. Qin Feng didn't know that the Yun family's patriarch was senior Bai Yun until he came to the training field of the Yun family. Last time in the ancient warrior relic, Bai Yun stood up to Azure Dragon of China. Although Bai Yun didn't attack, Qin Feng couldn't see his real strength. Obviously, he was a stage 9 inner chi master. Senior Yun, I'm Xiao Feng, a member of the Dragon Sect Huang group. Today, I'm here to help brother Yun Zhe become the next patriarch. Qin Feng didn't want to fight with Yun Tiankong. Firstly, Yun Tiankong was too powerful. Qin Feng couldn't defeat him without Ouyang Feng or Shimen Shueishue. Secondly, Qin Feng had a good impression of Yun Tiankong, who was Yun Zhao's grandfather. How could Qin Feng offend him? Hearing Qin Feng's words, the people of the Yun family exclaimed. They didn't expect Xiao Feng to be a member of the Dragon Sect. No wonder he was so overbearing. Yun Tiankong's expression changed. He glared at Qin Feng for a while and said, I have nothing to say about you coming to help Yun Zhe. But why did you hurt Yun Fan? You're challenging this old man's dignity. Even Qin Fan could see that Yun Kong Tian was indeed more considerate towards Yun Fan and Yun Peng, his two direct descendants. However, this was also common sense. Senior Yun Fan attacked me first. I couldn't just stand there and let him hit me, right? I didn't attack him. I was just defending myself. Qin Feng's face was solemn as if he was telling the truth. The people of the Yun family twitched their mouths. His lie was too fake. Yun Fan was a stage 8 inner chi master. How could Qin Feng hit him so hard that he couldn't even stand up? Yun Tiankong was speechless. He was so angry that he glared at Qin Feng. Actually, Yun Kong Tian was also afraid of Xiao Feng. Not only was Xiao Feng a member of the Dragon Sect, but he also seemed to be at stage 9 inner chi. Yun Kong Tian didn't dare to attack such an expert. The atmosphere was in a deadlock. At this time, several black shadows suddenly flew over from the sky, and after a few breaths, several people landed on the huge martial arts field. Bam! The first to land was a huge fatty. His body was like a small mountain. After he landed, the martial arts field shook a bit. Lu Jie steadied himself and immediately walked toward Qin Feng with a smile on his face. He chuckled and said, Kaka. Teacher Xiao Feng, I'm not late, right? When I heard that you were going to show off at the blind date today, I skipped lunch and rushed over to support you. Lu Jie had a carefree personality and was born with a loud voice. Qin Feng was obviously here to participate in the Yun family's martial arts meet, but Lu Jie's words exposed Qin Feng's intention. Qin Feng was so angry that he kicked Lu Jie and flipped him over. Cut the crap and get to the point. Lu Jie's butt hurt from the fall. He quickly climbed up from the ground and continued, Hee, Teacher Xiao Feng, don't be angry. I'll get to the point, get to the point. That beauty Yun Xiao, Teacher Xiao Feng specially came to the Yun family to flirt with you. He even asked me to come, bam. Before Lu Jie finished his words, he was kicked away again. Who told you it's a family's martial arts meet? It's a blind date. Qin Feng was furious. He felt that the glorious and righteous image that he had built up for half a day was destroyed by Lu Jie's loud voice. He was so angry that he even said the wrong thing. Yes, it's a blind date. I didn't say it's a family's martial arts meet. Teacher Xiao Feng is so busy that he doesn't have time to participate in some family's martial arts meet. You've never done business without girls. After Lu Jie finished his words, he saw that Xiao Feng was about to kick him again. Lu Jie was so scared that he quickly added, "Elders of the Yun family, I'm Lu Jie, the eldest grandson of the Lu family, one of the 5 small families in the provincial capital. I'm here to support Brother Yunzhe." Lu Jie finally said something human. Qin Feng's foot that was already at the tip of Lu Jie's nose did not fall. Lu Jie wiped the sweat off his forehead. At this time, another person landed on the empty training field. It was a man in a well-ironed suit, but he looked a little wretched. "I'm Zhang Yi, a member of the Dragon Sect Huang group. I'm here to support Brother Yunzhe on behalf of all the brothers and 2 leaders of the Dragon Sect Huang group." After Zhang Yi announced his identity, he immediately ran to Xiao Feng to greet him. He recognized Xiao Feng as his big brother during the celebration banquet at the Soaring Cloud Mansion. At that time, Xiao Feng gave him a qi fortifying pill. In just 3 days, Zhang Yi had successfully broken through from stage 6 inner qi to stage 7 inner qi. He was extremely grateful to Xiao Feng. Just as Zhang Yi finished speaking, another woman's beautiful figure landed on the training field. Her voice was clear and melodious. "I have come to the Yun family to support Yunzhe and support young Master Yunzhe's election for the position of young patriarch." The woman should be Ren Xiaoyao's subordinate. After reporting, she found a place where no one was around and stood at the side. On the empty training field, a steady stream of figures flashed over. Each of them represented a powerful force, scaring the Yun family to the point that their eyeballs almost popped out. Dongfang Haoran of the Dongfang family has come to support Yunzhe. Xiao Shishir represents all the students of the Provincial University's Medical College to support Yunzhe. The Beautiful Girl group has come to support Yunzhe. I'm here to support Brother Yunzhe on behalf of the elegant and unrestrained hero Green Wolf. These forces were all called over by Qin Feng. They were of different sizes and levels. There was hero Green Wolf, who represented the martial arts world with a resounding reputation. There were also the leaders of the 4 big families and 5 small families in the capital. There were also celebrities like the Pretty Girl group, big shots in the entertainment industry. Even the representatives of the first class of the medical school of the capital had come. This kind of lineup really blinded the eyes of the Yun family. In the beginning, the Yun family's relatives all thought that Yunzhe's family didn't have any connections or power, but in the end, this family had roped in all sorts of people from all walks of life in the capital. If Yun Fan had been forcefully acting cool before, then Yunzhe was the true expert in the world of acting cool. Yun Kongtian was still thinking about how to deal with Qin Feng and how to calm the emotions of the Yun family. Now that so many forces had suddenly appeared to support Yunzhe, Yun Kongtian had forgotten about Xiao Feng. Among these forces, the one that shocked Yun Kongtian the most was the great hero Green Wolf. Yun Kongtian knew Green Wolf. Last time, in the ancient martial ruins, Green Wolf's true energy exploded, scaring the mysterious black-clothed man to the point that he didn't dare to make a move. There were also various forces who went on stage to express their support for Yunzhe. The empty martial arts field was like a big chorus. Yun Kongtian finally saw the reality. He was originally optimistic about Yun Fan becoming the new young master, but Yunzhe's strength made Yun Kongtian feel a little scared. 10 minutes later, the forces that came to support finally stopped. It had been a long time since he saw a new force appear. There were 3 rows of people standing on the martial arts field. There were representatives from all walks of life. It was simply a gathering of elites. "Senior Yun, I've helped Brother Yunzhe call so many people. Do you like them?" Qin Feng smiled and looked at Yun Kongtian on the high platform. Yun Kongtian was very puzzled. Based on Xiao Feng's methods in dealing with Lu Shu, Yang Can, and Yun Fan, Xiao Feng was obviously a strong and domineering person. Moreover, with Xiao Feng's skills and power, he didn't need to be afraid of Yun Kongtian at all. However, Xiao Feng had called himself a junior and respected Yun Kongtian very much. This made Yun Kongtian unable to understand the reason. "That's right." Yun Kongtian only managed to say 2 words after a long time because he didn't know what to say. Then Senior Yun means that you want Yunzhe to be the new young master? Qin Feng continued to ask. Yun Kongtian had already decided to let Yunzhe be the new young master. This was because Qiao Feng's power was too strong. If Yunzhe became the young master, then the Yun family would definitely develop with Qiao Feng's help in the future. Even if Yun Kongtian was a little selfish, he still put the overall situation first. The overall situation was the Yun family's development and survival. Dear relatives of the Yun family, I, Yun Kongtian, now announce that the new young master of the Yun family will be Yunzhe. Yun Kongtian's old and deep voice resounded in the martial arts field for a long time. This time, the Yun family's martial arts competition had also come to an end. The new patriarch was won by Yunzhe, whom everyone didn't think would win. After Yun Kongtian's voice fell, everyone in the Yun family was still in a daze. Yunzhe and Yun Shao were also in a daze. Although the two of them realized that the situation had changed after Qiao Feng appeared, when their grandfather announced the final result, the two of them were overwhelmed with joy and their minds went blank. The relatives of Yunzhe quickly came back to their senses. Those relatives who surrounded Yunzhe's parents started to curry favor with them like crazy. Yunzhe's parents were frightened by everyone's enthusiasm and flattery. They weren't prepared. Qin Feng was happy for Yunzhe when he got this result. He was currently chatting with Lu Jia, Xiao Shishir, and other acquaintances. Qin Feng hadn't seen Xiao Shishir for a while. 2 out of 3 sentences, he would tease Xiao Shishir. Xiao Shishir's feelings towards Qiao Feng were very complicated. If other men said these frivolous words to her, Xiao Shishir would have left long ago. But after hearing Qiao Feng's words, Xiao Shishir's heart was left with waves of shyness. Seeing that teacher Qiao Feng had started to pick up girls again, Lu Jia tactfully bid farewell to Qiao Feng and left. The beautiful girl group also said goodbye to Qiao Feng and left. Zhang Ke once again forgot about Qiao Feng's appearance. This made Qiao Feng feel as if his heart was stabbed by someone. The little beauty from St. Medic Hall had also left. Zhang Ye had also left after trying to flatter Qiao Feng a few times. These forces that had come specifically for Qiao Feng had come and gone quickly. The empty training grounds once again became cold and empty. Chapter 702. Most of the people had left, and Qin Feng became even more unscrupulous. Previously, he was only teasing Xiao Shishir, but now, he started to get physical. Xiao Shishir was so embarrassed that her ears turned red. She was frightened by teacher Qiao Feng and quickly found an excuse to run away. Now, all the people that Qiao Feng called had left, leaving only him and Yun Shao and his brother standing on the training field. The Yun family was still trying to curry favor with Yun Zhao's parents. Yun Tao stood dejectedly at the side and was treated like air. Yun Fan was obviously forgotten. He was still stuck in the ground and couldn't get up. From time to time, he would spit out a mouthful of blood. Seeing Yunzhe obtain the position of the young patriarch, Yun Fan was about to die from anger. Yun Tiankong stood on the stone lion chair and lightly tapped his feet. His figure turned into a black shadow and arrived beside Yunzhe in a few breaths. Grandfather. Yunzhe hurriedly bowed to Yun Tiankong. Yun Tiankong helped Yunzhe up and said with a dignified expression, Yunzhe, you have become the new young patriarch of the Yun family. I pass this golden belt to you. I hope that under your leadership, the Yun family will be able to move towards a broader sky and achieve glory. Yunzhe's hands trembled as he received the golden belt. This golden belt was the Yun family's heirloom. Every time a new patriarch appeared, the golden belt would be passed down. It was said that the golden belt was a purple-grade spirit weapon. It was made from the tendons and bones of a 1,000-year divine turtle. The golden belt had the effect of extending one's lifespan and could even protect oneself after wearing it. It was an extremely rare and precious treasure. Grandfather, don't worry. I will definitely work harder in the future and bring the Yun family to a broader sky. Yunzhe held up the belt, his eyes shining with determination. The Yun family members below the stage all looked at Yun Zhe and shouted in unison, "Young Patriarch Yun Zhe is mighty." At this moment, Yun Zhe turned from an ignorant youth to the leader of a huge family. Yun Zhe shouldered an invisible but huge responsibility, and his aura underwent a subtle change. His young and handsome face had a hint of determination and dignity, and his eyes also had a hint of maturity and steadiness. Ding! Congratulations host Qin Feng for completing the quest, help Yun Zhao's little brother Yun Zhe become the young patriarch of the Yun family. The system rewards host Qin Feng 5,000 hedonist points. Host currently has a total of 43,000 hedonist points. The clan martial competition could be considered to have ended here. Everyone from the Yun family had already run up to the training grounds. They surrounded Yun Zhe and tried to curry favor with him, as if they were not the ones who looked down on Yun Zhe previously. Yun Tiankong did not like crowds, so he retreated to the side. Qin Feng also walked out of the crowd and stood beside Yun Tiankong. "Senior Yun, I have something to discuss with you." Yun Tiankong Tian was very curious about Xiao Feng. Xiao Feng looked like he was in his early 20s, but his inner qi was as strong as a stage 9 inner qi master. Moreover, Xiao Feng was a member of the Dragon sect and had countless forces behind him. Yun Kong Tian had never heard of such a powerful young hero before. "Young swordsman Xiao Feng, there's no harm in speaking your mind." "Senior Yun, it's not a big deal. I've taken a fancy to your Yun Xiao, so I came to find Senior Yun to arrange a marriage," Qin Feng explained. Yun Kongtian's expression changed slightly. He finally understood the reason why Xiao Feng came to support Yun Zhe. After all this time, this person had taken a fancy to Yun Zhao's beauty. If it was before, Yun Kongtian would immediately agree to Xiao Feng's request because Xiao Feng's strength and background were there. Yun Kongtian would be very happy to have such a powerful person marry into the Yun family. But now, Yun Zhe was the young master of the Yun family, and Yun Xiao was Yun Zhe's elder sister. Now that Yun Zhao's status had risen, it was not good for Yun Kongtian to arrange Yun Zhao's marriage without permission. "Young swordsman Xiao Feng, I can't decide this matter. Have you known Yun Xiao for a long time?" Yun Kongtian had a helpless and regretful expression. He still hoped that Xiao Feng and Yun Xiao would be together. Qin Feng said seriously, "We have known each other for a long time, and our relationship is not ordinary. Yun Xiao and I are willing to be together. She has liked me for a long time." Yun Kongtian's expression became happy and he quickly said, "Oh? So it's like this. If that's the case, then it's much easier. I'll decide this marriage and betroth Yun Xiao to you." Yun Kongtian immediately decided on this marriage, and Qin Feng was also happy. He shouted to Yun Xiao, who was in the crowd, "Beauty Yun Xiao, come here for a moment. Senior Yun wants to talk to you." Yun Xiao was very happy that her brother had won the position of patriarch. Because she was in a good mood, her attitude towards Xiao Feng was much better. She actually ran over with a bright smile on her face. "Grandpa, teacher Xiao Feng." Yun Xiao came over and greeted the two of them. Then, she looked at Yun Kongtian and said, "Grandpa, why are you looking for me?" Yun Kongtian had a kind smile on his face. In fact, he quite liked Yun Xiao. This girl was beautiful, obedient, and independent. She could be considered the most outstanding among the younger generation of the Yun family. "Yun Xiao, since you and young swordsman Xiao Feng have long been in love, then Grandpa will betroth you to Xiao Feng now. Your marriage has been decided. As for when you will get married, it's up to you to choose a good day." Yun Kongtian's mood became better and better. Being able to know a strong expert like Xiao Feng was very important to the future development of the Yun family. Qin Feng was very happy when he heard Yun Kongtian's words. Yun Xiao was stunned on the spot. She even thought that there was something wrong with her ears. After a long time, Yun Xiao asked in astonishment, "Ah? Grandpa, I'm engaged to Xiao Feng? Why? This is only the second time I've met him. How can we be in love?" Yin Xiao confused Yun Kongtian again. Yun Kongtian looked at Qin Feng in astonishment. When he saw Qin Feng's awkward expression, Yun Kongtian suddenly understood. Ahem. Yin Xiao, Grandpa thinks that young swordsman Xiao Feng is an upright person and has great martial arts skills. He's one of the best among the younger generation in Jingdu City. It won't be wrong for you to be with him. Yun Kongtian guessed that Xiao Feng was just bragging. However, Yun Kongtian quickly came back to his senses. Since he had already mentioned marriage, he might as well continue to matchmake Yun Xiao and Xiao Feng. Yun Kongtian really thought highly of Xiao Feng. Grandpa. Then, okay. I'll try to date Xiao Feng first. If it doesn't work, then we'll talk about it again. Yin Xiao felt wronged. She had no feelings for Xiao Feng at all. Her heart was filled with Qin Feng's shadow. However, now that Yun Zhe had just become the young master, Yun Xiao couldn't go against her grandpa's words. She was deeply afraid that it would bring harm to Yun Zhe's future development. He. Beauty Yun Xiao has agreed. Then, you'll be my fiancé from now on. As for that little bastard Luo Bin from the Luo family, don't bother with him anymore. If that brat dares to harass you, I'll directly destroy the Luo family. Qin Feng had long wanted to come to the Yun family to propose marriage and make Yun Xiao completely his. However, at that time, Qin Feng's strength was too low. He had the will but not the strength. Now that Qin Feng had broken through to stage 8 inner qi, he could use all kinds of skills and spiritual weapons to fight against stage 9 inner qi experts. Qin Feng had already become one of the best among the younger generation in Jingdu City. He could finally stand in the Yun family and look down on all the heroes. This kind of feeling was not an ordinary kind of pleasure. Okay, I won't casually come into contact with other men in the future. Yin Xiao braced herself and agreed. Suddenly, she was a little embarrassed to look at Xiao Feng. It wasn't that she liked Xiao Feng, but she felt strange. Beauty Yun Xiao, since you're my fiancé, let's find a place with no one around and get to know each other. Qin Feng went up and grabbed Yun Xiao's lily-white hand. Yun Xiao was so scared that she took a step back. Forget it. My younger brother just won the position of the young master. I'll just stay here and celebrate with him. Yun Xiao wanted to break free from Xiao Feng's big hand, but she found that Xiao Feng's hand was like a vice. She couldn't shake it off no matter how hard she tried. Senior Yun, what do you think? Qin Feng was rejected by Yun Xiao, but he was not worried at all. His gaze fell on Yun Tiankong. Yun Tiankong stroked his white beard and said with a smile, since you're already engaged, you'll be a family sooner or later. It's a good thing to cultivate your relationship. By the way, young hero Xiao Feng, this should be your first time visiting the Yun family, right? This is my first time. I really want to tour the Yun family, Qin Feng said with a smile. Haha. Yin Xiao, why don't you take young hero Xiao Feng for a tour? I'll stay here. Qin Feng and Yun Tiankong were obviously echoing each other. Yin Xiao was depressed. Since Yun Tiankong had spoken, even if Yun Xiao was very unwilling, she could only nod and agree. The two of them left the martial arts field and walked to a place with no one around. Yin Zhao's hand was held by Qin Feng the whole way. She eventually gave up struggling because she really couldn't break free. Yin Xiao lowered her head and didn't speak. Qin Feng took the initiative to flirt with her, but she was absent-minded and responded to Qin Feng intermittently. Qin Feng didn't care about Yun Zhao's indifference because he knew that Yun Xiao was like this because she didn't know his identity. Qin Feng admired the scenery of the Yun family along the way. The Yun family mansion was really big. Qin Feng had walked for more than 20 minutes, but he had only seen less than half of the courtyard. The two of them unknowingly walked into the depths of a garden. There was no one around and it was very secluded. There was a beautiful swing chair in the garden. Qin Feng pulled Yun Xiao over and sat down. Xiao, teacher Xiao Feng, I actually don't have any feelings for you. I agreed to the marriage just to deal with my grandfather. There are actually many beautiful women in the capital. They are all prettier and more outstanding than me. Why don't you find another woman? If you can't find one, I can introduce you. Just let me go. Seeing that there was no one around, Yun Xiao let go. She struggled to pull her hand away and then sat on the swing chair while maintaining a safe distance from Qin Feng. Qin Feng smiled and pulled Yun Xiao into his arms. Yun Xiao was so frightened that she resisted frantically. In the end, she couldn't break free from Qin Feng's embrace. The more she resisted, the more Qin Feng took advantage of her. Qin Feng smelled the familiar fragrance on Yun Xiao's body and touched her white and tender skin. His heart was filled with emotions. More than 5 months ago, Qin Feng had a great battle with Yun Xiao in the bathroom of the Fei Tian bar. Qin Feng could still remember the hot-blooded scene at that time. At that time, Yun Xiao was still Qin Feng's teacher. She drank a little too much that night and turned from a conservative lady to a wild young woman. The taste wasn't just a little delicious. P.S. I'm still 20 votes away. I can explode today. The next chapter is very exciting. Brothers, vote hard. Chapter 703. Yun Xiao was frightened by Qin Feng's actions. She struggled desperately in Qin Feng's arms. Xiao Feng, you bastard. Let go of me. I am going to call for help. The more Yun Xiao resisted, the more excited Qin Feng became. Not only did he not let go, but he also started to caress Yun Xiao's soft body. Qin Feng's nose was stuck to the back of Yun Xiao's ear, and he could smell Yun Xiao's unique body fragrance. His hot breath made Yun Xiao's body soften, and her resistance became weaker and weaker. Xiao Feng. Dee, don't do this. Dee, let go of me. Yun Xiao's voice became soft, and it was as seductive as a kitten's lazy cry. Teacher Yun Xiao, don't resist. Be obedient and obey me today. Qin Feng smirked. Yun Xiao suddenly felt that something was wrong. Xiao Feng's voice changed. It wasn't the same voice as before. His voice suddenly became very familiar, especially when he called Teacher Yun Xiao. It made Yun Xiao's heart tremble. Who are you? Who are you? After Yun Xiao regained her senses, she stopped resisting and looked at Xiao Feng with a puzzled expression. Qin Feng just wanted to tease Yun Xiao. When he saw that Teacher Yun Xiao was frightened by him, he felt sorry for her. Qin Feng moved his mind slightly. The sacred azure battle armor on his body suddenly disappeared, and he instantly returned to his original appearance. It was a handsome face with distinct features. His skin was fair and clear, causing even women to feel jealous of him. He had a dignified appearance, and the space between his brows revealed a wisp of a fierce aura. It was the arrogance of someone in a superior position. Qin Feng still preferred his original appearance. He felt that even words like dashing in the wind and elegant and suave couldn't describe his handsomeness. As for Xiao Feng's appearance, Qin Feng didn't want to comment too much. Even he had forgotten what Xiao Feng looked like. Qin Feng? Is it really you? You're not dead? Are you really Qin Feng? Yun Xiao was stunned for more than half a minute before she regained her senses. After she regained her senses, she stuttered. She was really frightened by Qin Feng. Not long ago, Qin Feng was killed by a strange man with a wolf mask on Devil Beast Mountain. Yun Xiao had watched the video of the fight and thought that Qin Feng was really dead. She never thought that Qin Feng was still alive. Teacher Yun Xiao, do you want me to die that badly? The corners of Qin Feng's mouth twitched, and he looked gloomy. No, how could that be? I don't want you to die. I thought you were dead. Suddenly seeing Qin Feng, Yun Xiao was so excited that he was incoherent. Qin Feng naturally knew Teacher Yun Zhao's feelings for him. He was amused when he saw Yun Zhao's nervous and charming face turn red. She tried her best to explain but couldn't even speak clearly. "Ah. You, who are you? You, why did you become Xiao Feng?" Yun Xiao hadn't calmed down from her excitement when she was shocked by Qin Feng again. Qin Feng was now in the Yun family's old residence. For safety's sake, he changed back to Xiao Feng's appearance. This change scared Yun Xiao. "Teacher Yun Xiao, don't be so jumpy all the time. I'm Qin Feng, and Xiao Feng is also Qin Feng. However, due to some reasons, I'm temporarily using Xiao Feng's identity. You should understand now, right?" Qin Feng hugged Yun Xiao even tighter, then patiently explained to her. The content was too complicated. Yun Xiao was silent for a while before she completely digested it. "Xiao Feng is actually Qin Feng? Then why didn't you tell me when I went to Provincial University to watch the concert of the beautiful girls?" Yun Xiao had already confirmed that Qin Feng really wasn't dead. She suddenly felt as if a large stone had been lifted from her heart. That feeling was as comfortable as being reborn after death. "Teacher Yun Xiao, there were too many people at the time, so I didn't dare to speak carelessly. I was afraid that if my identity was revealed, it would bring you trouble. I have a lot of enemies now, and all of them are famous big sects and big figures. If they knew you were my fiancé, they would come to kidnap you." Qin Feng analyzed the severity of the situation. Yun Xiao listened and nodded repeatedly. She had forgotten how long it had been since she last saw Qin Feng. In reality, it was only a short 5 months, but in Yun Zhao's heart, it was as long as 50 years. "Ah. You big bad guy, you pretended to be Xiao Feng to scare me, and you even went to grandfather to propose marriage. You're too bad." Yun Xiao suddenly thought of Qin Feng's engagement. Previously, she didn't know that Xiao Feng was Qin Feng, so Yun Xiao was very resistant to this marriage. Now that she understood the situation, Yun Xiao was actually a little excited. I just wanted to give teacher Yun Xiao a surprise. 5 months ago, when I saw teacher Yun Zhao's lonely figure boarding the plane, I really wanted to shout this out. However, in the end, I only told myself that in the future, I will definitely go to the capital's Yun family and openly propose marriage to the Yun family's patriarch. I will make teacher Yun Xiao my, Qin Feng's, woman. Qin Feng's gaze became misty. It was as if he had returned to the airport 5 months ago. Yun Zhao's body surged with warmth, and a layer of mist appeared in her beautiful eyes. Yun Xiao raised her head high and forced her tears not to fall. These were tears of happiness. The two of them had been separated for 5 months, and now that they were reunited, Qin Feng made the promise he made. He came to the Yun family and openly proposed marriage to Yun Tiankong. From today onwards, Yun Xiao completely became Qin Feng's woman, and would always be Qin Feng's woman. "Qin Feng, do you remember when I first went to the Acropolis city to teach?" Yun Xiao was afraid that she was really going to cry, so she changed the topic. "Of course I remember. On the first day teacher Yun Xiao came to the Acropolis City University, the entire university was in an uproar. On the afternoon you arrived, the entire university voted you as the most beautiful female teacher." Qin Feng laughed, and a light flickered in the depths of their eyes. It was as if they had returned to the time at the Acropolis University. At that time seemed worthless, and they could have as much as they wanted. Their daily lives were relaxed and carefree, without any pressure or worries. All they had was youth and sweat. Qin Feng's sweat was splattered on the bed. "Did you know? When I first went to the Acropolis University, you were the biggest headache. At that time, I had just graduated and didn't have any teaching experience. I was about the same age as you guys, so I couldn't control you naughty fellows. In the end, you broke the order of the class every time. Not only did you cause enough trouble, but you also caused trouble for the other people in the class. It was so infuriating. Every day when I came home from school, the first thing I would do was draw a little person and write your name on it. Then, would take a needle and stab you 100 times. When Yun Xiao talked about her time at the Acropolis University, she couldn't help but smile brilliantly. Perhaps Yun Xiao had been annoyed by Qin Feng back then, but now, all of this had become her most precious and beautiful memory. Yun Xiao could even remember it for the rest of her life. Back then, before Qin Feng obtained the Hedonist sovereign system, he was an out-and-out hedonist young master. At that time, he didn't think about Yun Xiao's feelings. Now that he heard Yun Xiao talk about it, Qin Feng felt that he really owed her back then. Qin Feng hugged Yun Xiao even tighter. Yun Xiao was almost out of breath. Teacher Yun Xiao, I didn't just do bad things, I also saved you from Ma Dehu's clutches. After that, Wei Xiaolei kept pestering you, and I was the one who pretended to be your boyfriend to piss him off. That's right, I also killed Wei Xiaolei. Half of the reason was because he kept pestering you. Also, I helped you cure your social anxiety. That night at the Fei Tian bar, I was the one who helped you successfully become a woman. What Qin Feng said at the beginning made Yun Xiao feel very touched. Indeed, Qin Feng helped Yun Xiao a lot. Yun Xiao was very grateful to Qin Feng. However, as Qin Feng spoke, he became indecent. Yun Xiao was so embarrassed that she immediately pounded Qin Feng's chest with her fists. Qin Feng didn't feel any pain. It was as comfortable as giving him a massage. Teacher Yun Xiao. Qin Feng suddenly grabbed Yun Xiao's dainty fists and looked at her affectionately. Yun Xiao's heart raced and her face was so red that water was about to drip out. She sat in Qin Feng's embrace and didn't dare to look at Qin Feng's fiery gaze. What's wrong? It's been 5 months since our last battle. Since we can meet again today, why don't we fight again? Qin Feng said seriously. Yun Xiao buried her head in Qin Feng's embrace. She was extremely embarrassed. Before she could refuse, Qin Feng had already made a move. Yun Xiao wore a black lace dress, which made it easier for Qin Feng to do things. The swing began to slowly swing higher and higher. Yun Xiao didn't know if the swing really floated into the sky or if Qin Feng made her fly into the sky. The swing went from fast to slow and finally stopped. Yun Xiao's entire body was weak and her entire body fell into Qin Feng's warm embrace. She wanted time to stop at this moment. This feeling was too wonderful. Teacher Yun Xiao, I haven't seen you for so long. You still haven't changed. You're so fucking wild. Qin Feng hugged Yun Xiao's jade back tightly. His face was filled with a longing expression. Yun Xiao was extremely embarrassed and started pounding in Qin Feng's embrace again, annoying. You're not allowed to say it. The two of them were playing around sweetly when a white figure flashed by. Seeing the scene in front of him, Yunze was so angry that his eyes instantly turned red. You bastard, I knew you had ulterior motives towards my sister. You dare to bully my sister? I'll personally kill you today. Yunze was originally surrounded by everyone trying to curry favor with him, but after a while, he realized that his sister and Xiao Feng had disappeared. Yunze immediately became worried and started to look for his sister in the Yun family. In the end, when he walked to the back garden, he saw the scene in front of him. Yunze had clearly misunderstood Qin Feng. He thought that Qin Feng was forcing his sister. Bang! A muffled sound came from Yunze's body. This brat directly exploded his inner qi. With a wave of his hand, the fire rod at his waist flew out and struck towards Qin Feng's head. This fire rod of mine was given to me by a good big brother. It specializes in beating dogs. Yunze arrived first and his voice followed. Yun Xiao was shocked and immediately cried out, "Little brother, stop." P.S. Yesterday, there were quite a few brothers who donated monthly votes. The final vote was fixed at 15 votes, a bit short of 30 votes. Young Master Du truly felt that it was a pity and was moved by these brothers. Chapter 704. Dong. Yun Xiao was still a step too slow. Before she could finish speaking, the fiery rod in Yunze's hand had already slashed down. However, Qin Feng also made a move at this moment. His large hand casually grabbed the air and grabbed the fiery rod. Yunzei was extremely shocked in his heart. That rod strike of his was filled with rage, and he had unreservedly erupted with all of the strength of the peak of the 5th level of his inner qi. He did not expect that his move would be broken so easily by Qin Feng. Furthermore, Yunzei had spent a great deal of effort to pull the fire rod back, but he couldn't. Qin Feng, don't hurt little brother. When Yunxiao saw this, she immediately hugged Qin Feng's arm tightly. She still did not know the relationship between Qin Feng and Yunzei, and was afraid that Qin Feng would hurt her brother in anger. Ah. Sister, what did you call him just now? Qin Feng? Did I hear that right? Yunzei was stupefied. Qin Feng was his big brother. Could it be that he had missed his big brother so much that he was hearing things? Qin Feng, Yunzei is my younger brother. Should I tell him your true identity? Don't worry, he won't betray you. Yunxiao was instantly put in a difficult position. If she didn't tell her brother about Qin Feng's identity, then she wouldn't be able to date Xiao Feng in the future. There's no need for introductions. I've known little brother Yunzei for a long time. He helped me quite a bit in Acropolis City before. Qin Feng laughed and spoke with his original voice. The way Yunzei looked at Qin Feng changed. He was now sure that the person in front of him was big brother Qin Feng. That voice was exactly the same. Also, only big brother Qin Feng would know about Acropolis City. Big brother Qin Feng, is it really you? How did you change? Yunzei grabbed Qin Feng's arm excitedly. Yunxiao was confused. What was going on? Little brother Yunzei, it's not convenient for me to appear in public with my previous identity, so I used Xiao Feng's identity for a while. You're really good. You were still a stage 4 inner qi in Acropolis City, but now you're at the peak of stage 5 inner qi. Qin Feng patted Yunzei's shoulder, completely treating Yunzei like a younger brother. Yunxiao couldn't take it anymore. She pulled Qin Feng and asked, you guys knew each other before? What's going on? Before Qin Feng could speak, Yunzei couldn't help but laugh, haha. Sister, this is really fate. Do you still remember how I kept advising you to be with my big brother? The big brother I'm talking about is big brother Qin Feng. Now it seems that big sister and big brother Qin Feng have known each other for a long time. The things that happened between us are too strange. Yunzei told them everything that had happened between him and Qin Feng. Yunxiao also told them about what had happened between him and Qin Feng when he was teaching in Acropolis City. This time, the three of them couldn't help but laugh. When Yunxiao found out that her brother's orange-grade spiritual weapon was a gift from Qin Feng and that Qin Feng had given her a precious blood qi pill, Yunxiao was even more grateful to Qin Feng. She took the initiative to hold Qin Feng's arm tightly and refused to let go. When Yunzei saw his sister and big brother Qin Feng's affectionate appearance, the large stone in his heart completely relaxed. He had always been worried about his sister's marriage. Now that he saw that his sister had found true happiness, Yunzei felt even happier and more excited than when he was elected as the young patriarch. Little brother Yunzei, this is a grade 4 qi strengthening pill. Your current realm is just right for you to consume this pill. If nothing unexpected happens, it will help you successfully break through to the 6th level. Qin Feng took out a qi strengthening pill and gave it to Yunzei. Yunzei was extremely excited when he received it. But very quickly, a hint of hesitation flashed across Yunzei's eyes. The blood qi pill that Qin Feng gave him last time was indeed useful, but it seemed to have some side effects. After Yunzei broke through, he had always wanted a woman. That feeling was really fucking intense. Yunzei had lived for 20 years, but this was the first time he wanted a woman so much. It was also at that time that Yunzei learned to fly for the first time in his life. Now that he was holding a grade 4 spirit pill, Yunzei's expression was solemn. He didn't know whether he should eat it or not. What's wrong, little brother Yunzei? Is one not enough? Then I'll give you 2 more. As Qin Feng spoke, he took out 2 more qi strengthening pills from the system. This was a grade 4 spirit pill, but in the end, it was as worthless as a bubble in Qin Feng's hands. Yunzhe jumped in fright and hurriedly waved his hand to reject. He had such a strong reaction after eating 1 pill. If he were to eat 3, Yunzhe was afraid that he would not be able to control himself. Big brother Qin Feng, one of such a precious pill is enough. You should keep the rest. Seeing that Yunzhe was unwilling, Qin Feng did not bother with pleasantries and directly put away the remaining 2 qi strengthening pills. Seeing that Qin Feng was so generous to his brother, Yun Xiao was extremely happy. She hugged Qin Feng's arm even tighter. Qin Feng could feel a soft pressure on him, causing him to feel a little restless. After the 3 of them clarified their relationship, they sat together and chatted. Qin Feng suddenly thought of the founder's mission and said to Yunzhe, "Little brother Yunzhe, I've built a sect. Are you willing to join?" Yunzhe didn't even think and directly said, "Of course I want to join Big Brother's sect." Just as Yunzhe finished speaking, Qin Feng saw Yunzhe's name on the Hero Alliance's dragon ranking. However, because Yunzhe had yet to reach the inner 6th stage, his name was the same as Li Xingtian's, Gray. Furthermore, after he and Li Xingtian joined the Hero Alliance, they did not trigger a dragon's roar. Alright, our sect is called the Hero Alliance. Other than you, there are a few other brothers. When I'm free, I'll let everyone gather and get to know each other. Those who can join Big Brother's Hero Alliance must be heroes. I'm looking forward to getting to know these brothers. Yunzhe's face was filled with excitement. The 3 of them chatted for a while before Yunzhe found an excuse to leave. He was afraid that he would disturb Qin Feng and his sister's date. After Yunzhe left, Qin Feng started to linger with Yun Xiao again. Because Qin Feng had treated Yunzhe as his own younger brother and had even given him a qi strengthening pill, Yun Xiao was extremely grateful to Qin Feng. This time, she took the initiative and wildly wrapped herself around Qin Feng's body, serving him in all sorts of ways. The 2 of them swung on the swing for a long time, and it felt like the swing was about to break. After the battle ended, Yun Xiao was so tired that she couldn't stand up. She directly laid in Qin Feng's embrace and refused to get up. The 2 of them played in the back garden until the sky darkened. Yunzhe ran over and called the 2 of them for dinner. Today, a new patriarch had appeared in the Yun family. Tonight, all the relatives of the Yun family had rushed over. The huge family conference hall had been changed into a banquet hall. The table was filled with all sorts of delicacies and drinks. Wow! Young hero Qiao Feng is here. Young patriarch Yunzhe is here too. After Qin Feng and the other 2 entered the room, all the relatives in the banquet hall immediately surrounded them. These people actually called Qin Feng first, then Yunzhe. This also showed that Qiao Feng held a higher position in everyone's hearts, because Yunzhe was able to become the young patriarch because Qiao Feng had helped him push him up. At this time, Yun Tiankong was mixed in the crowd. When he saw Yun Xiao take the initiative to hold Qin Feng's arm and walk into the room, a gratified smile appeared on his face. Under everyone's warm welcome, Qin Feng and Yunzhe began to take their seats. The 2 of them sat on the main seats, and Qiao Feng sat on the most important chair. Yunzhe and Yun Tiankong sat on Qin Feng's left and right. As an outsider, Qin Feng sat in such an important position. The Yun family's relatives did not feel that it was inappropriate. Instead, they felt that it was right to sit like this. The atmosphere at the dining table was very lively. The Yun family's relatives continuously raised their cups to toast Yunzhe and Qin Feng. These relatives were used to living in large families, so their flattery skills were better than the other. Their praises made Qin Feng feel a little embarrassed. When Yun Xiao saw that her brother and her man had obtained everyone's approval and had become the 2 most important representatives of the Yun family, she was even happier than if she had eaten honey. From time to time, she would put food into Qin Feng's bowl. Qin Feng's bowl had already piled up into a small mountain, but Yun Xiao was still unwilling to stop. Yun Xiao, come out with Mom for a while. Halfway through the meal, Yun Xiao's mother called Yun Xiao out. Yun Xiao's mother had long since discovered that this girl seemed to be together with Qiao Feng. Although Qiao Feng was strong and had monstrous power, Yun Xiao's mother still wanted to find her daughter alone to understand Qiao Feng better. Now that Yun Zhe was the young patriarch of the Yun family, her daughter's marriage could not be so hasty. Everyone was smart. They knew that Yun Xiao and her mother went out to talk about Qiao Feng. Everyone pretended not to see and continued to toast Yun Zhe, Yun Tiankong, and Qiao Feng. This family banquet ended very late. Before the Yun family's relatives left, they all bid farewell to Qiao Feng and Yun Zhe. With Qiao Feng supporting Yun Zhe, everyone in the Yun family had completely approved of Yun Zhe's position as the young patriarch. No one dared to question him. Everyone left one after another, leaving only Yun Tiankong, Qiao Feng, and a few others in the hall. Yun Tiankong was so happy that he drank too much tonight. He laughed and came to Qin Feng's side. Young hero Qiao Feng, you and Yun Xiao are ironclad now. From now on, you and our Yun family are one family. Don't leave tonight, stay with Yun Xiao. Yun Tiankong said what Qin Feng was thinking. Qin Feng did not refuse. Haha. Then I will disturb Senior Yun tonight. Not at all. In the future, when you have time, come to the Yun family to play. This is also your home. Yun Tiankong chatted with Qin Feng for a while. Then, the old butler of the Yun family came to help him back to rest. At this time, Yun Xiao and Mother Yun walked in. Yun Xiao's pretty face was flushed. It seemed that the mother and daughter had talked about a lot of awkward topics. Auntie, Uncle, Junior Qiao Feng greets the two of you. Qin Feng took the initiative to walk forward and greet Yun Xiao's parents. Father Yun was startled and hurriedly returned the greeting. Young hero Qiao Feng, please stand up. After witnessing Qin Feng's strength and influence, Father Yun was afraid of Qin Feng. How could he accept Qin Feng's courtesy? A trace of gratification flashed through Mother Yun's eyes. She had asked her daughter many questions, and she knew that her daughter had truly fallen in love with Qiao Feng. Seeing Qiao Feng's humble and courteous behavior, Mother Yun let out a sigh of relief. Qin Feng and Yun Xiao's family sat and chatted. The longer Father Yun and Mother Yun interacted with Qin Feng, the more they liked Qin Feng. At this time, the two elders were very gratified. Their daughter was able to find such a good son-in-law like Qiao Feng. They chatted until late at night. When everyone went back to sleep, Qin Feng went directly to Yun Xiao's room. Yun Xiao floated in the sky for the whole night. The feeling that Qin Feng gave her was too wonderful for words. Chapter 705. Thanks to A Little Fan and Hedonist Supremacy for their tips, the two of us have blown up our monthly votes. Flight 888 from Kyoto International Airport to Hong Kong has officially taken off. All passengers, please turn off your cell phones and remain seated. We wish you all a pleasant journey. The sweet voice of a flight attendant came from the broadcast, making Qin Feng's body go limp. This flight was from Kyoto to Hong Kong. The flight attendants were all Hong Kong women, and their voices were sweet and sweet. Ouch! Team leader Yen, why are you pinching my waist? Qin Feng suddenly yelled in pain. Yen Wushuang's face was as cold as ice. She didn't even look at Qin Feng and said coldly, do you have any taste? How could you be a love-struck fool with such a disgusting voice? It's so embarrassing to be partnered with you. Team leader Yen, you and I are not allowed to touch or kiss you. I'm enjoying the sweet voice of a Hong Kong woman, and you want to stop me? Aren't you being too overbearing? Qin Feng complained to Yen Wushuang and purposely dug his eyes into her plump chest. Yen Wushuang blushed a little, but soon her face turned cold again. She pulled her neckline without a trace and said angrily, are you sick? I'm going to Hong Kong with your partner to do a mission, not to accompany you to eat, drink, travel and sleep. What are you thinking? Qin Feng curled his lips and said, then I'll give you more money. How about you accompany me? Ouch! Qin Feng felt a sharp pain in his foot as soon as he finished speaking. It was rare for Yan Wushuang to dress up sexily. She was wearing a blue, elegant, tight-fitting dress and a pair of high heels. Ordinary people couldn't bear the pain of the heels stepping on Qin Feng's foot. Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang were a pair of quarrelsome lovers. If they didn't fight, they wouldn't be them. Beauty, that guy is annoying, right? Don't worry, I'll teach him a lesson for you. The man on the other side of the aisle suddenly stood up. He was fat and had a wretched expression. When he spoke, he squinted and glanced at Yan Wushuang's sexy body. After looking for a while, the fatty's gaze fell on Qin Feng. His originally smiling face suddenly darkened, and he fiercely yelled at Qin Feng, "Stinking brat, get the hell out here right now. Let's switch seats, you can sit on my seat." Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang had 2 rows of seats. Qin Feng sat on the inside, while Yan Wushuang sat on the outside. Why should I exchange with you? Is there something wrong with you? Qin Feng could tell what Fatty was thinking at first glance. This guy was obviously interested in Yan Wushuang, and he was here to cause trouble. Wow! You're crazy, aren't you? Do you know who I am? I am Hong Kong's famous Brother Hai. Do you want to die if you don't curry favor with Brother Hai? The muscles on Big Brother Hai's face trembled as he glared at Qin Feng. Qin Feng was too lazy to deal with this person. He impatiently shouted, "Hurry up and scram, don't ruin my mood." Motherfucker, you want me to scram? You're courting death. Suddenly, Big Brother Hai swung his fist at Qin Feng, but his movement was a little strange. He looked like he was going to beat Qin Feng up, but his other hand secretly moved toward Yan Wushuang's full chest. Ordinary people wouldn't notice this little action, but in front of Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang, Big Brother Hai's action was as childish as a kindergarten kid. Crack! Before Big Brother Hai's hand could touch the softness, Yan Wushuang suddenly took out a magazine and pressed it against his belly. Big Brother Hai's body suddenly couldn't move forward. His pig's trotter was only a few centimeters away from Yan Wushuang's full chest, but he still couldn't touch it. Yan Wushuang rolled the magazine in her hand into a ball and forcefully poked Big Brother Hai. Big Brother Hai was in so much pain that cold sweat broke out on his forehead. He hurriedly tried to get up. Damn fatty, where are you going? Didn't you want to beat me up? Then don't go. Before Big Brother Hai could get up, Qin Feng grabbed Big Brother Hai's fist. Qin Feng slightly tightened his grip, and a crisp sound came from Big Brother Hai's fist. It sounded like the sound of bones breaking. Big Brother Hai was in so much pain that his whole face turned red. You fucking let go of me. Big Brother Hai resisted the pain and didn't shout. He was afraid of embarrassing himself. Qin Feng increased the strength of his hand. This time, Brother Hai's hand was squeezed out of shape. Brother Hai used all his strength to struggle free from Qin Feng's grip, but Qin Feng's grip was like a vice. He couldn't break free at all. Big Brother Hai was really suffering this time. He was as fat as a small mountain and weighed more than 100 kilograms. At this time, his whole body weight was supported by the magazine on his belly. Big Brother Hai felt like a big hole was poked in his belly. His hand was squeezed by Qin Feng to the point that it almost melted. Bro, don't misunderstand. I didn't want to hit you. I just wanted to help you draw the curtain. My Big Brother Hai has a very high status in Hong Kong. Little bro, if you need anything in Hong Kong, you can look for me. You let go of me first. Big Brother Hai couldn't take it anymore. The fat on his face was trembling in pain. His arrogant attitude was gone in an instant, and he started to flatter Qin Feng. Oh, so you want to draw the curtain? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought you were itching for a beating. Qin Feng looked at Big Brother Hai with a smile. Big Brother Hai was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. Who the fuck would go looking for a beating for no reason? Get lost. Qin Feng couldn't be bothered to deal with Big Brother Hai. He gave him a light push, and Big Brother Hai fell backward. His butt fell on his seat, scaring the auntie sitting next to him. Get up, I want to sit inside. Yan Wushuang suddenly stood up and stared at Qin Feng coldly. Yan Wushuang sat outside for a while. She noticed that more than a dozen men kept staring at her. Yan Wushuang had always been a quiet woman. She couldn't stand these men's peeping. Come over here. I'm too lazy to get up. Qin Feng stared at the bottom of Yan Wushuang's skirt with a lecherous look. Yan Wushuang's mouth twitched. She had no choice but to move her body inside. Get out of here. Yan Wushuang was already standing in front of Qin Feng. She ordered Qin Feng to move to the seat outside. Qin Feng suddenly stood up and hugged Yan Wushuang. His body even shook a few times. Ah. Qiao Feng, what are you doing? Yan Wushuang was frightened by Qin Feng's sudden action. She wanted to slap Qin Feng out of the plane. Qin Feng put on an innocent face and quickly explained, Team Leader Yan, it's not my fault. The plane encountered some turbulence just now and suddenly swayed. I didn't do anything. Qin Feng said with a serious face as if he was telling the truth. Yan Wushuang's beautiful face was so gloomy that it looked like it was about to drip water. The plane was flying very smoothly just now, and the passengers in the other seats did not have any abnormalities. Only Qin Feng would lie with his eyes wide open. You. Get out of here. Seeing that Yan Wushuang was truly enraged, Qin Feng chuckled and moved his body. Suddenly, Yan Wushuang's beautiful eyes lit up. Before Qin Feng could move away, she suddenly sat down on Qin Feng's body. Ouch. Team Leader Yan, are you playing Mount Tai? I am broken because of you. Qin Feng suddenly screamed in pain. Yan Wushuang could even hear the sound of bones breaking. Yan Wushuang was very pleased. She purposely took revenge on Qin Feng. Wasn't Qin Feng always playing dirty? Yan Wushuang decided to give him a taste of his own medicine. Ah. Qiao Feng, are you okay? The plane was shaking so much just now that I lost my balance and sat down. Did you really break your legs? Yan Wushuang stood up and looked at Qin Feng with a smile. When Qin Feng took the initiative to hug Yan Wushuang, he had some reaction. Yan Wushuang's sudden sitting hurt him. Qin Feng arched his body and moved to the seat outside. His face was full of pain, and he did not talk to Yan Wushuang anymore. Hey! Are you for real? Are you so weak? You broke after sitting down for a while? You used to be known as the #1 hedonistic young master in Acropolis City. Are you acting? Yan Wushuang was a little nervous when she saw Qin Feng's forehead was drenched in cold sweat. Could it be that I've really broken him? Qin Feng was really injured. However, this injury was not as severe as Qin Feng's performance. He just needed to rest for a while. Qin Feng suddenly remembered the mission Little Pig gave him last time. He wanted to woo his superior, Yan Wushuang. This was a good opportunity for Qin Feng to take advantage of. How can it be the same? Those girls are as gentle as water, and their movements are gentle and slow. What you did just now was like a mountain pressing down on me. It would be strange if I didn't stop. Qin Feng continued to pretend to be in pain. You're disgusting. Don't tell me about your past. You play with all kinds of women. Don't you have any shame? When Yan Wushuang heard about Qin Feng's past glory, she was inexplicably angry. Also, I'm so thin. I only weigh 50 kilograms. How can I be a mountain? Why don't you act more exaggerated? Yan Wushuang shouted at Qin Feng angrily. Then, She turned around and ignored Qin Feng. Qin Feng held his stomach and bent over. He didn't talk to Yan Wushuang. After a while, Yan Wushuang couldn't stand it anymore. She had been secretly peeking at Qin Feng. Qin Feng used to tease her when they were together. Now, he really stopped talking. Could it be that he really broke? Hey! Are you okay? Why don't you ask the flight attendant to take you for a checkup? Yan Wushuang poked Qin Feng's arm. Qin Feng said angrily, check up my ass. I'm definitely broken. Will you only be happy when the doctor and flight attendant on the plane know that I'm broken? You're such a vicious woman. Qin Feng was the best at pretending to be sick. It was a perfect performance. Yan Wushuang started to feel nervous. She just wanted to punish Qin Feng a little. She didn't expect that she would break him. Wasn't this the same as cutting off the Qin family's bloodline? Then what should I do? Yan Wushuang didn't know what to do. She even panicked a little. What else can I do? I won't touch women anymore. Are you satisfied now? Qin Feng stared at Yan Wushuang angrily. Yan Wushuang didn't look as cold as before. She looked at Qin Feng sympathetically and said, don't say that. Nowadays, medical technology is so advanced. Even if it's broken, it can still be reconnected. Chapter 706. Do you think it's a broken finger? You can fix it whenever you want. Plus, I was injured by your kick at the Dragon's Gate celebration banquet last time. Now that I have new injuries, I won't be able to recover, Qin Feng complained. Then, what should I do? Yan Wushuang was already fooled by Qin Feng's acting. She didn't know what to do. Forget it. Since it's already happened, I'll be single for the rest of my life. Sigh. Who asked Leader Yan to break my finger? If it was someone else, I would definitely kill him. Qin Feng's face was filled with despair. Yan Wushuang's beautiful eyes flashed with a complicated light. She was silent for a moment, and no one knew what she was thinking. At this time, the plane had already taken off and began to fly steadily. A tall and sexy air stewardess pushed a cart and began to distribute drinks. The cart was pushed to Qin Feng's side. Sir, what would you like to drink? Iced orange juice. Big Brother Hai's voice sounded. The air stewardess frowned. Drinking iced orange juice in the middle of winter? She didn't know what that fatty was thinking. But soon, the air stewardess poured a glass of iced orange juice for Big Brother Hai with a professional smile on her face. Big Brother Hai took the orange juice. He could feel the coldness even through the paper cup. An evil smile flashed across his squinted eyes. His fat hand suddenly trembled, and the glass of iced orange juice spilled towards Qin Feng. Whoosh! Qin Feng casually raised his hand. A gust of wind blew and the orange juice that was spilled towards Qin Feng flew back and landed on Big Brother Hai's head. Oh! It's freezing, ah cho. Big Brother Hai had suffered at Qin Feng's hands before. He knew that Qin Feng was very strong, so he didn't dare to openly provoke Qin Feng. Big Brother Hai prepared to sneak an attack on Qin Feng by splashing iced orange juice all over Qin Feng's body. In the end, the orange juice ended up splashing on his own head. Big Brother Hai was dumbfounded. Sir, are you okay? Why did you pour orange juice on your head? Let me help you wipe it. The beautiful air stewardess was stunned. After regaining her senses, she quickly found a towel to help Brother Hai dry his hair. Big Brother Hai just wanted to trick Qin Feng, but he didn't expect the orange juice to be poured on his head. He was so angry that his nostrils flared. He slapped the air stewardess's extended hand away and yelled, "No need to wipe, pour me another glass of iced orange juice, hurry." Brother Hai's fiendish appearance scared the air stewardess. The flight attendant didn't dare to go against Brother Hai's words, so she quickly poured him another glass of orange juice. Big Brother Hai picked up the orange juice and splashed it at Qin Feng. Qin Feng laughed in his heart. He waved his hand and the orange juice was blown away by the wind, splashing all over Big Brother Hai's chest. Ow, ow, ow. Cold, it's too damn cold. Why did you bring such cold orange juice on the plane in the middle of winter? Achio, I've caught a cold. Big Brother Hai's antics had already attracted the attention of many passengers. Everyone stood in their seats and stuck their heads out to see Big Brother Hai's antics. Qin Feng's movements were very secretive. Other than Yan Wushuang, no one else noticed. Everyone only saw Big Brother Hai order 2 glasses of iced orange juice and pour it on himself. Then, he yelled that the orange juice was too cold. Did this person eat too many fucking retarded pills? Sir, are you okay? What are you doing? The beautiful air stewardess was confused by Big Brother Hai. She even instinctively took 2 steps back. The beautiful air stewardess felt that Big Brother Hai was a retard and hoped that he wouldn't suddenly go crazy. Big Brother Hai already realized that he was being talked about like an idiot. He was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. Big Brother Hai also felt that the first 2 times were a bit strange. It seemed that every time he made a move, a cold wind would blow over and directly blow the orange juice onto his body. Fucking hell, I don't believe this. In a fit of anger, Big Brother Hai directly picked up the bucket of iced orange juice from the dining car. The orange juice bucket emitted cold air. Just holding it in his hands, Big Brother Hai couldn't help but shiver. Splash. The bucket of iced orange juice was completely poured over Big Brother Hai's head. Big Brother Hai was so cold that his whole body trembled. Tears and water flowed out. This was too fucking weird. How could he bully people like this? Whoosh. All the passengers on the plane were stunned. They were now completely sure that this person didn't eat too many retarded pills. He must have eaten too much shit. Otherwise, why would someone hold iced orange juice and pour it on himself in the middle of winter? Did he think this was an orange juice bath? A bucket of iced orange juice was really too fucking much. Big Brother Hai wanted to stand up the bucket, but his hands were so cold that he couldn't feel them. He let the entire bucket of ice water pour over his body. The discussions around him became louder and louder. All of them were scolding Big Brother Hai for being an idiot. When Big Brother Hai heard these words, he was so angry that his face turned green. Big Brother Hai felt that he should say something. Otherwise, he would really be treated as an idiot. He faced the sky and laughed 3 times. Ha ha ha. This plane is really hot. Now that I have a bucket of ice water to wash my body, I feel so much better. After saying that, Big Brother Hai immediately returned to his seat. The auntie sitting next to him was so scared that she shrank her body against the window. She even placed her bag between the 2 of them. She looked at Big Brother Hai as if she was looking at a monster. Sir, do you want to use a towel to wipe yourself? The stewardess didn't know what to say. She had been a stewardess for 3 years, but this was the first time she saw such an idiot like Big Brother Hai. Big Brother Hai shouted that last sentence to prove that he wasn't an idiot. How could he use a towel to wipe himself now? Hurry up and get out of the way. I want to cool down. I'm having a good time right now. I'll fucking fight whoever dares to wipe my body. The stewardess rolled her eyes and ignored Big Brother Hai. There was something wrong with this person's brain. Talking to him was a waste of air. Sir, beautiful lady, what would you like to drink? The stewardess turned around and looked at Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang. 2 cups of hot coffee. Only an idiot would drink iced orange juice on such a cold day. Qin Feng said with a chuckle. The beautiful stewardess nodded repeatedly and agreed with Qin Feng's words. She poured 2 cups of hot coffee for Qin Feng and pushed the trolley to serve the passengers at the back. Because Big Brother Hai poured a bucket of iced orange juice on the ground, the temperature in the plane was very cold. Almost all the passengers at the back wanted hot coffee. Every table was steaming hot. After Qin Feng ordered a cup of coffee, he turned his body to face Big Brother Hai. Every time he drank a mouthful of coffee, he would moan in comfort. Big Brother Hai was still shivering from the cold. When he saw Qin Feng's warm cup of coffee, Big Brother Hai wanted to snatch it and drink it. The journey passed by quickly. The plane had already stopped at Hong Kong International Airport. The passengers on the plane began to disembark in an orderly manner. Big Brother Hai was frozen the whole way. At this time, his entire skin was purple. He didn't even have the ability to stand up. He simply sat there like an ice sculpture. Qin Feng, are you feeling better? Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang had already gotten off the plane. During the second half of the journey, Yan Wushuang didn't speak to Qin Feng. However, she had been worried about Qin Feng. Now that they had just gotten off the plane, Yan Wushuang couldn't help but ask. Of course not. I told you, I won't be able to recover. Qin Feng had almost forgotten about this matter. Now, he immediately pretended to be in pain. Even the way he walked was a little weird. Yan Wushuang's willowy eyebrows were tightly knitted. Her heart was filled with guilt. Now that she recalled the incident on the plane, she really sat too hard. Yan Wushuang sat with her inner qi. If it was an ordinary person, their intestines would have been squeezed out. Forget it. The plane was shaking badly. Group leader Yan didn't do it on purpose. Why would I blame you? Qin Feng pretended to be disappointed and said. Yan Wushuang felt even worse. At that time, the plane wasn't shaking badly. Yan Wushuang purposely wanted to teach Qin Feng a lesson. In the end, she accidentally lost her buttocks and broke Qin Feng. Why don't we go to the hospital for a checkup first? We have to get that thing done as soon as possible. Yan Wushuang suddenly grabbed Qin Feng's arm. Her pretty face was flushed. Qin Feng felt great when he saw Yan Wushuang's nervous expression. Then, he continued to say disappointedly, forget it. We're here for a mission. We have to hurry. But, Yan Wushuang still wanted to say something, but Qin Feng directly pulled her into the airport transport bus. No buts. It's already broken. Worst comes to worst, I don't want to be a woman anymore. After getting on the bus, Yan Wushuang became silent again. She lowered her head and looked guilty. No one knew what she was thinking. The airport transport sent them to the luggage hall. Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang were here for a mission, so they didn't bring any luggage. They directly left the airport, hailed a taxi, and went to the big billionaire casino. Sitting in the taxi, Qin Feng looked at the beautiful scenery of Hong Kong. Hong Kong was a fashionable city. The streets were crowded with cars and high-rise buildings. Gambling centers and international famous clothing stores could be seen almost every 1 kilometer. This was the characteristic of Hong Kong. It was a shopping and gambling city. Although it was winter, the beauties on the streets were all wearing short skirts and black cotton socks. They were all sexy and fashionable. Recently, Qin Feng had been in contact with the martial arts world outside of China and the Dragon sect. He was about to leave the normal city life. Looking at the various beauties on the streets, Qin Feng's heart was filled with emotion. This was his original life. This was the indulgent life that a hedonistic young master should have. While admiring the scenery, the taxi soon stopped at the entrance of the big billionaire casino. This casino was one of the 6 biggest casinos in Hong Kong. It occupied tens of thousands of square meters of land in the central area of Hong Kong, where every inch of land was worth its weight in gold. It had built a huge 5-story casino. Its domineering appearance and fashionable construction style attracted everyone's attention. Team leader Yan, what mission are we doing in Hong Kong? Don't tell me you tricked me to come here to gamble. Until now, Qin Feng still didn't know what to do in Hong Kong. These days, Qin Feng had been helping Yun Zhe stabilize his position. Every day, he stayed at the Yun family's house and met Yun Shao on the swing in the back garden. In just 3 days, the swing's iron chains and seat board had been changed 8 times, which shocked the maintenance staff. Today, Qin Feng was playing the swing with Yun Xiao as usual. He was having a good time when Yan Wushuang called Qin Feng and asked him to leave. Then, they took a plane for a few hours and stood on the land of Hong Kong. Chapter 707. Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang had just arrived at the front desk of the Regal Hotel when the customer service lady asked enthusiastically, "What kind of room would you like?" 2 single rooms. A double room. Yan Wushuang and Qin Feng said at the same time. The customer service lady frowned slightly, but her expression returned to normal quickly. She smiled warmly and said, "What kind of room should we get?" Qin Feng looked at Yan Wushuang and said, "Team leader Yan, let's get a double room. You don't have to worry about it since it's broken." Yan Wushuang suddenly fell silent. Originally, she wanted to book 2 single rooms. Her relationship with Qin Feng wasn't close enough to the point of sharing a room. However, since Qin Feng had said so, Yan Wushuang couldn't refuse. Qin Feng booked a double room, took the room card, and led Yan Wushuang upstairs to the room. The room was clean and tidy, and there were all kinds of home appliances. "Team leader Yan, let's talk about the mission." As soon as they entered the room, Qin Feng kicked off his shoes, jumped onto the big bed and lay down. Yan Wushuang was somewhat embarrassed. It was her first time sharing a room with a man. Although Qin Feng also stayed in Yan Wushuang's villa when she and Qin Feng completed the mission of the William family, they slept in separate rooms and were not as intimate as they were now. Yan Wushuang bent down and began to take off her high heels. Qin Feng glanced at her and saw the white skin under her collar. "Qin Feng, what are you looking at?" After taking off her shoes, Yan Wushuang put her high heels and Qin Feng's shoes on the shoe rack. She raised her head and saw Qin Feng's burning gaze. "Ahem. No, nothing. I was waiting for you to tell me about the mission." Qin Feng quickly withdrew his gaze and pretended to be calm. Yan Wushuang did not think much and leaned on the big bed. Suddenly, a fragrant scent wafted over. Qin Feng almost could not help but pounce on Yan Wushuang and hug her. This mission was assigned by the higher-ups. They asked us to investigate a money laundering case in Hong Kong. Yan Wushuang became serious and explained the details of the mission. "According to the information given to me by the higher-ups, there is a huge gang in Hong Kong. In recent years, they have been conducting secret money laundering operations here. Previously, the Dragon Gate had sent over a dozen members to investigate this case, but they all disappeared and have not been heard from until now." When Qin Feng heard this, he became serious. "Disappeared? Don't tell me they've all died?" The light in Yan Wushuang's beautiful eyes dimmed. She said, "The Dragon Gate didn't issue a death notice. However, the members of the Dragon Gate are all experts. We haven't heard from them for a long time. I'm 90% sure that they are dead." "What groups were the members of the Dragon sect that were sent here?" Qin Feng continued to ask. "The Heaven, Earth, Mystic, and Yellow groups have sent people here, but we lost contact with all the members who came for this mission," Yan Wushuang said honestly. "Holy shit. I heard that the completion rate of the Heaven team and Earth team is very high. Even the people sent by their teams can't complete this mission. Why did the Dragon sect send the 2 of us? Was he really treating Grandpa as a rubbish bin? Why are you throwing all the difficult missions at me?" Qin Feng was instantly enraged and complained. Yan Wushuang also had a helpless look on her face. She also felt that this task was very difficult. Otherwise, the people who had come before would have solved the case. Moreover, Yan Wushuang did not tell Qin Feng a very important piece of information. Among the 13 missing members of the Dragon sect, the last one sent was Blue Dragon Ji Yi, one of the 9 dragons of Huaxia. They lost contact with Ji Yi after a week, and there was still no news about him. Yan Wushuang did not dare to tell Qin Feng this piece of information because Qin Feng had been complaining about the missing members of the Heaven Team and Earth Team. Yan Wushuang was afraid that if she told Qin Feng that even Blue Dragon Ji Yi was missing, Qin Feng would turn back to his country and quit. Qin Feng would really do something like that. I didn't complain, and you still have the nerve to complain? Yan Wushuang rolled her eyes at Qin Feng and continued, this mission wasn't originally assigned to us, but Song Changxing strongly recommended us to form a team. He said that we had completed the William family's mission perfectly last time, so we would definitely be able to complete this mission. Qin Feng immediately stopped complaining. He knew that Song Changxing was taking revenge on him, and he had implicated Yan Wushuang. Lu Yunduan and Lei Ming were there, right? Didn't they say anything? Yan Wushuang shook her head and said, they were there, but they didn't say anything. Qin Feng was furious. These old bastards were all cunning and sinister. Song Changxing was clearly taking revenge on Qin Feng, but Lu Yunduan and Lei Ming pretended that they didn't know anything. They didn't want to offend anyone, and they were just waiting to reap the benefits. These old bastards. When I finish this mission, I'll slap their faces until they're swollen. Qin Feng began to complain again. Yan Wushuang was amused. Among the members of the dragon sect, only Qin Feng dared to call Song Changxing and the others old bastards. Team leader Yan, please continue with the mission. Qin Feng quickly calmed down. This mission was obviously very difficult, and Qin Feng began to pay attention to it. There aren't many clues for this mission. We only know that there's a secret organization that launders money in Hong Kong, and this organization has been in existence for a few years. Our mission is to find out the organization behind this money laundering, and then find the evidence to convict them. We also need to find the money and hand it over to the Chinese government. Yan Wushuang explained the details of the mission, and Qin Feng was immediately troubled. It was as if she didn't say anything. Hong Kong was so big, where could he find an organization that launders money? That's right, we still have an important clue. According to the information sent back by the missing members of the Dragon Sect, we can conclude that the Wei family is part of this money laundering organization, Yan Wushuang suddenly added. Wei family? Could it be the Wei family in the provincial capital? Yes, the Wei family where you killed Wei Xiaolei. Yan Wushuang looked at Qin Feng with a smile. Qin Feng suddenly felt uneasy. This woman had gotten hold of many of his secrets. Qin Feng wondered what he would do if Yan Wushuang used these secrets to threaten him to sacrifice himself. Should he rather die than submit? Or should he compromise? Ahem. Team leader Yan, let's not talk about the past. I even killed Prince William that time. You should thank me. Otherwise, you might have been taken by that bastard Prince William. Yan Wushuang was quite grateful to Qin Feng. Back then, in order to investigate the secrets of the William family, she was asked by the Dragon Sect to marry into the William family. In the end, Prince William was killed by Qin Feng before they could marry. That's all the information for the mission. Let's discuss and see where we can start. Yan Wushuang didn't mention Prince William and Wei Xiaolei again. The corner of Qin Feng's mouth curved into a cold smile. He already had a plan, and he would start with the Wei family. Back then, Wei Xiaolei pestered Yun Xiao and invited Qin Feng to race at Coiled Snake Mountain in order to frame Qin Feng. After Qin Feng killed Wei Xiaolei, the Wei family secretly took revenge on Qin Feng. Later, because Qin Feng changed his identity, the Wei family stopped. Qin Feng was just about to find time to wipe out the Wei family, and now the opportunity presented itself to him. Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang discussed for a while, and the two of them hit it off. They both suggested to start with the Wei family, then slowly gather information and try to catch the larger organization behind the Wei family in one fell swoop. According to Qin Feng and Yan Wushuang's deductions, the Wei family's power in the capital wasn't too great. The organization that laundered the money was clearly much more powerful than the Wei family. It seemed that the Wei family wasn't the real mastermind. There must be an even more powerful organization standing behind them. Team leader Yen, do you want to go down and take a look? After talking about the mission, Qin Feng planned to go downstairs and take a look at Dafu Casino. This was because Qin Feng heard from Yen Wushuang that Dafu Casino and this Dafu Hotel were both Wei family properties in Hong Kong. This was also why Yen Wushuang directly took a taxi to check in after she got off the plane. Yen Wushuang was wearing a dark blue one-piece dress. At this time, she was lying lazily on the big bed. She had been on a plane for a few hours, so she was a bit tired. Her casual and lazy look was mesmerizing. Qin Feng's gaze fell on Yen Wushuang's thighs, and he couldn't take his eyes off her. Yen Wushuang was stretching, and the bottom of her dress slid up, revealing a pair of long, white legs. She was about to slide to the most important part. Ah. You, what are you looking at? Aren't you broken? Why are you still thinking about this? You're not lying, are you? Yen Wushuang suddenly noticed Qin Feng's malicious gaze. She was so scared that she jumped up from the bed and hurriedly pulled down her dress. That. Team leader Yen, please don't misunderstand. I wasn't peeking just now. I was thinking of a plan, and I was lost in thought. Qin Feng hurriedly began to quibble, if it's broken, then it's broken. How can you joke about this kind of thing? Have you ever seen a man make fun of himself and say that he's broken? Yen Wushuang blushed when she heard Qin Feng's words. A man and a woman alone in a room, and Qin Feng couldn't stop his broken. It was too ambiguous. However, Yen Wushuang thought that Qin Feng's words made sense. All men cared about that part of their body. They were eager to be praised by others, so why would they say that they were broken? Then you can go shopping by yourself. I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to rest for a while. Yen Wushuang pouted and rolled her eyes at Qin Feng. Then, she pulled the quilt over her stomach and went to sleep. Yen Wushuang's dress was pushed up again. Qin Feng glanced at her long legs, and suddenly, he didn't want to go downstairs anymore. He wanted to hug Yen Wushuang from behind and sleep with her. But when he thought of the serious consequences, he put on his shoes and went out. Chapter 708. Qin Feng had already walked out of the Great Tycoon Hotel, turned right and entered the Great Tycoon Casino City. The Great Tycoon Casino City was one of the 6 biggest casinos in Hong Kong. It was built in the center of the city where every inch of land was worth its weight in gold. Not only was the casino grand and domineering on the outside, the interior decoration was even more high-end and grand. Qin Feng walked in the lobby of the casino. The surroundings were decorated with gold and jade, and the space inside was very spacious. There were all kinds of game consoles and card tables. Qin Feng only took a simple stroll around and found many Chinese celebrities in the crowd. These celebrities were all pure and innocent on the screen, but now, they were all dressed more and more exposed than the other. If they weren't hugging a fat tycoon with big ears, then they were acting coquettishly in the arms of a white-haired old man. Qin Feng was not surprised by this kind of thing. When he was still a hedonistic young master in Acropolis City, he had played with these celebrities and young models a lot. Qin Feng stood in the lobby of the casino, as if he had found the feeling of the past. However, this time, he was not here to pick up girls, he was here to see if he could get any information. Xiaoya. Don't walk so fast, I can't keep up with your footsteps. Not far away, a tall and sexy woman wearing a red qipao was walking quickly towards Qin Feng with furrowed eyebrows. Behind the qipao beauty was a man in a suit and leather shoes. The man had a fat head and big ears, and the fat on his stomach trembled as he walked. Qin Feng immediately recognized this person as the Brother Hai he met on the plane. Brother Hai had already changed his clothes, and it was obvious that he had taken a bath. His hair was even blown into a poop style. Don't call me Xiaoya, I'm not familiar with you. Leah suddenly stopped wearing white stockings and glared at the man angrily. Then, she quickened her pace and walked forward. Xiaoya, let's get to know each other a few more times. Won't we be familiar with each other after eating a few more meals? Brother Hai acted as if he did not see Li Ya's disgusted expression and shamelessly followed her again. Xiaoya pouted, her beautiful face turning cold. Coincidentally, she walked to Qin Feng's side, and when she saw that Qin Feng was tall and sturdy, with a tall and sturdy body, Xiaoya's eyes lit up, and took the initiative to hold Qin Feng's arm, and even gave him a flirtatious look. Ah! Darling, why are you here? What a coincidence, you want to bring me along to play. Li Ya was a native Hong Kong girl, and when she acted coquettishly, her voice was so soft that it could seep into a person's bones. She was born beautiful and knew how to dress up. No matter who she called darling, that man would definitely be enchanted to death. However, Qin Feng didn't fall for her trick because he was here to complete a quest. He didn't have time to pick up girls. Most importantly, this woman was using him as a shield. He didn't even ask if I agreed or not. Beauty, I don't think we know each other. Qin Feng smiled faintly. His voice was very soft, and only Li Ya could hear it. A look of astonishment flashed past Li Ya's beautiful eyes. Li Ya was very confident in her looks. She had won the honorary title of Hong Kong's most beautiful miss for 3 years in a row, and usually, countless fans and rich young masters would line up to ask her out for a meal, but Li Ya rejected them all. This was the first time Li Ya had taken the initiative to hold a man's arm. In the end, this man rejected her, causing Li Ya to feel depressed to death. Li Ya was very angry. She told herself in her heart that the man in front of her must have a problem with his aesthetics, or maybe he was gay. Although she was angry, Li Ya still maintained her sweet smile and said, "Darling, I haven't seen you in a long time. You're not allowed to leave me behind today and go play by yourself. Are you going to bring me along?" The more Qin Feng refused, the more Li Ya wanted to pester Qin Feng. Even Li Ya couldn't figure out the reason for this. At this moment, her upper body was stuck to Qin Feng's arm. Qin Feng felt a soft pressure pressing down on him, and couldn't shake her off even if he wanted to. So it's you, haha, I already told you on the plane that you have to listen to Brother Hai in Hong Kong. I can only say that you're unlucky to bump into me in Hong Kong, ha ha ha. Brother Hai had already recognized Qin Feng. It was Qin Feng who had caused him to freeze on the plane for a few hours. After getting off the plane, Brother Hai had already turned into an ice sculpture. He was just thinking about how to find Qin Feng to take revenge, but he didn't expect to bump into him. Haha. So it's the ice sculpture brother. I didn't recognize you at all. Why did you put a pile of shit on top of your head? Brother Ice Sculpture's taste is really unique. You take an ice bath on the plane and you like to poop on top of your head. Amazing, amazing. Qin Feng had already recognized Brother Hai, but he was too lazy to bother with this brat. Now that Brother Hai had come looking for trouble, Qin Feng would never indulge this kind of person who was courting death. You, what nonsense are you spouting? What ice bath on the plane? I don't even know you. Did you recognize the wrong person? Brother Hai's incident on the plane was too embarrassing. If possible, he hoped that everyone who saw him being humiliated would be struck by lightning. If this kind of embarrassing incident were to spread, would he still be able to stay in Hong Kong? Did I recognize the wrong person? You were the one who greeted me first. Qin Feng looked at Brother Hai with a smile. Brother Hai was so angry that his mouth became crooked. He looked at Li Ya, who had a strange expression, and finally laughed. Hee hee, I'm sorry, I recognized the wrong person. I don't even know you. What do you want? Brother Hai still wanted to beat Qin Feng up, but Li Ya was here. Brother Hai didn't want Li Ya to know about his scandal, so he could only let Qin Feng off this time. If he had the chance again, he would definitely kill Qin Feng. Now that you mention it, I think I mistook you for someone else. You're not that idiot who poured iced orange juice on his head on the plane. That idiot is much uglier than you, and I couldn't even look at him. I thought someone brought a Pekingese onto the plane, Qin Feng said with a serious expression. The fat on Brother Hai's face was trembling, and his fists were clenched so tightly that cracking sounds could be heard. Hee, there's someone who looks like a Pekingese? Interesting, I've never seen it before. Brother Hai endured it. He decided to follow Qin Feng in a while and find a place where there was no one around to kill him. Seeing that Brother Hai was so angry that smoke was about to come out of his head, yet he still had to pretend that nothing had happened, Qin Feng was about to die from laughter in his heart. Since I've recognized the wrong person, I'll take my leave first. Qin Feng was too lazy to bother with Brother Hai. He was mainly here to complete the mission, and the difficulty of the mission this time was very high. Qin Feng left just like that, causing Leah to be stunned. Could this man really be gay? Otherwise, how could he not have any feelings for her? Leah had always been a school beauty since she was young, and after she matured, she even obtained the title of Hong Kong's most beautiful young miss. She had never been ignored by any man before, and today was the first time she was ignored. Leah's arrogant temper had already been ignited by Qin Feng. Darling, let's go eat a big meal. Leah immediately followed, and took the initiative to hold Qin Feng's arm, unwilling to let go no matter what. Beauty. Your acting is too fake. Even an idiot would be able to tell. You should let go of me, Qin Feng said in a neutral tone. Leah was so angry that she rolled her eyes. She couldn't understand, did she suddenly become ugly? Otherwise, how could this extremely ordinary-looking man in front of her not have any feelings for her? Leah purposely puffed out her chest, revealing her cleavage, and said coquettishly, "Darling, what did you say?" "I don't understand. Why don't we go watch a movie?" Recently, there have been a few new Hollywood blockbusters. Brother Hai stood not far away, watching Leah take the initiative to play with Xiao Feng. He was so angry that his face turned green. Brother Hai had long since taken a fancy to Leah, the most beautiful young miss of Hong Kong, and had always been pursuing Leah. However, he was rejected every time, and this time, Brother Hai was not willing to give up so easily. Furthermore, he still had to take care of that brat Xiao Feng, so he followed along. "It's fine if you want me to let you go, but you have to help me get rid of that annoying guy. Otherwise, I'll rely on you tonight." Leah winked at Qin Feng, her eyes filled with a complacent smile. "You want to rely on me? That's great, let's go back to my hotel now. It just so happens that I'm lacking a bed partner tonight." Qin Feng suddenly reached out and hugged Leah's small waist. Since this woman was unwilling to leave, Qin Feng might as well scare her a little. He believed that once he scared her, she would run away. Leah's delicate body trembled. This was the first time she had been hugged so intimately by a man, but when she saw Qin Feng's smug smile, Leah gritted her teeth and endured it. She did not want to admit defeat to this tasteless man in front of her. "All right, my dear. Then let's go get a room now. I'll accompany you however you want to play." Leah suddenly hugged Qin Feng's rough waist, and half of her body stuck to Qin Feng's body. Her voice had clearly risen by a few decibels. When Brother Hai heard it, he immediately ran over in fright. "Hey, you stinking brat, don't touch Xiaoya. This is a woman that I've taken a fancy to. If you know what's good for you, scram immediately. We can write off everything from the past, or else I'll teach you a lesson." Brother Hai originally wanted to let Qin Feng stay for a while and break his dog legs later, but the development of the situation made Brother Hai unable to endure it. If he continued to endure, the woman he had taken a fancy to would have been carried to bed by Xiao Feng. Qin Feng really admired this woman, Leah. This girl was quite smart, and she was quite strange. Qin Feng would not really bring her back to the hotel. If that was the case, Yan Wushuang would kill Qin Feng first. "Poop head bro, don't keep yelling at me. My temper isn't good either. If you make me angry, do you believe that I won't slap you right now?" Qin Feng glared at Brother Hai and even raised his hand as if he was going to slap someone. Brother Hai was so scared that he immediately shut his mouth. On the plane, Qin Feng had clenched Brother Hai's fist until it was deformed. Brother Hai was still very afraid of Qin Feng. Seeing that Qin Feng's words had scared Brother Hai to the point that he didn't dare to speak, Leah was extremely happy. She was often harassed by Brother Hai, and Leah had long been unhappy with Brother Hai. Today, someone had finally taught Brother Hai a lesson for her. Brother Hai gritted his teeth in anger, but there was nothing he could do to Qin Feng. He regretted not bringing a bodyguard this time, or else he would definitely kill Qin Feng right now. "Humph, you brat, I can tell that you're not from Hong Kong. Are you a mainlander from the mainland? Heh, you mainlanders are all poor. You can't even afford a tea egg. What are you capable of?" Very quickly, Brother Hai found a new way to attack Qin Feng. He could not beat Qin Feng, but he could compete with Qin Feng in money. Chapter 709. Brother Hai's original name was Lu Hai. He was one of the 4 young masters of Hong Kong. Lu Hai's family had a dark background. The port of Sha Jianzui in Hong Kong had been occupied by his family a few years ago, and now, his family's business had grown very strong. Lu Hai could not beat Qin Feng right now, and it would be too troublesome to call for people in a short period of time, so he planned to use money to smash Qin Feng to death. From Lu Hai's point of view, Qin Feng was a pauper from the mainland. This kind of person was either here to buy special offers, or here to find a job to earn money. It was also possible that he was here to rely on gambling to get rich overnight. No matter which one it was, Lu Hai did not place a small fry like Qin Feng in his eyes. "Lu Hai, do you think you're that great with a little money in your family? Even if my man doesn't have money, I can still support him. You don't need to worry about these things." Without waiting for Qin Feng to speak, Leah shouted at Lu Hai. This woman seemed to be speaking up for Qin Feng, but Qin Feng knew very well in his heart that this bad woman was trying to incite conflict between him and Lu Hai. She wanted to sit and watch the show. Humph. As a man, do you only know how to hide behind a woman's back? And you want to be supported by a woman? You are simply throwing the face of us men. Do you still have any fucking guts? Lu Hai was angered to death by Leah's words. He could only vent his anger on Qin Feng. "What do you mean by guts? As long as my man has guts in bed, it's fine. Other times, I don't need you to care." What a busybody. Qin Feng did not even need to retaliate against Lu Hai. Leah directly helped Qin Feng shout out. Qin Feng knew what this woman was thinking, but he did not stop Leah. Coincidentally, Qin Feng also did not like Lu Hai. Now that there was a beauty helping him scold, Qin Feng only needed to hug Leah, breathe in her fragrance, and feel the softness of her body. This could be considered as some of the benefits that Qin Feng had obtained after being used. Lu Hai could not scold Leah at all, and was so angry that smoke was coming out of his head. But Lu Hai could not offend Leah. That way, he would really not be able to get her. "Stinking brat, if you're still a man, do you have the guts to bet with me?" Lu Hai had nothing to refute, so he braced himself and challenged Qin Feng. "Why should my darling bet with you? Go play by yourself." Leah glared at Lu Hai angrily, but she was laughing to death in her heart. Leah knew Lu Hai's background. She had purposely angered Lu Hai, since the person Lu Hai would take revenge on would definitely not be him. He would definitely vent his anger on Xiao Feng. Leah held a grudge in her heart. Who told Xiao Feng to ignore her? This could be considered as a punishment for Xiao Feng. Lu Hai had long been transferred into Leah's trap, but Qin Feng was very clear-headed. Seeing Leah's secretly pleased look, Qin Feng shouted at Lu Hai, "Are you sure you want to bet with me?" "What, you don't dare?" Sure enough, the mainlanders are all poor bastards. They don't even have the money to gamble in Hong Kong, haha. Seeing that Qin Feng seemed to be interested, Lu Hai hurriedly used a provocative method to mock Qin Feng. Lu Hai's family was extremely wealthy. As long as Qin Feng dared to agree, Lu Hai could make him lose so much that he didn't even have his underwear left. "Darling, ignore him. We're not going to bet with him. Leah advised Qin Feng. She did not wish for the two of them to really start a bet. That would waste a lot of time, and she would not be able to dig a hole for the two of them. Great. Since you want to gamble, then let's just play a few rounds. Leah did not want to gamble, but Qin Feng insisted on gambling, causing Leah to stomp her feet in anger. Seeing that Qin Feng had agreed, Lu Hai was so excited that his face turned red. As one of the 4 young masters of Hong Kong, he did not know anything else, but he was proficient in eating, drinking, whoring, and gambling. Lu Hai's gambling skills had been specially learned from a gambling master in Hong Kong, and although he had only learned half of it, it was more than enough to deal with ordinary people. Then let's play with the shuttle toad. Lu Hai was afraid that Qin Feng would change his mind midway, so he immediately brought Qin Feng and Leah towards the table of the shuttle toad. You idiot, why did you agree to bet with him? Do you know who he is? He is one of the 4 young masters of Hong Kong. He is extremely wealthy and has learned his gambling skills from a master. Just wait to lose all of them. Leah and Qin Feng followed behind. Leah stuck close to Qin Feng's ear and complained, and even stretched out her jade hands to pinch Qin Feng's waist. Qin Feng did not notice that this damn fatty Lu Hai was one of the 4 young masters of Hong Kong, but Qin Feng did not care. Even if he was one of the 4 heavenly kings, Qin Feng would still make him obedient. When Leah spoke, waves of fragrance floated over, blowing into Qin Feng's ears, causing him to feel numb. Qin Feng hugged Leah's waist tightly, causing Leah to jump in fright, almost hanging onto Qin Feng's body. If you want to use me as a shield, then don't talk so much nonsense. In any case, I don't have any money with me. Help me buy the bet later. Qin Feng giggled as he looked at Leah. Didn't this woman want to scam people? Then let's see who can scam people more. You're pissing me off. Don't daydream, I don't have any money. If you want to lose, then use your own money to lose. Leah clenched her teeth in anger, and even hammered Qin Feng's chest a few times. In the end, Xiao Feng was really a poor ghost. Since you don't have any money, you still want to gamble with Lu Hai. That's good. You can leave now. Don't follow me. Or I can tell that guy that I'm your fake boyfriend and ask him to take you away. That way, I won't have to bet with him. Isn't that great? Qin Feng shrugged his shoulders indifferently. As he spoke, he quickened his pace, looking like he was going to find Lu Hai to tell him the truth. Leah was so angry that her high heels were about to break, and in the end, she could only compromise. Then don't play so big later, I'm also very poor, I don't have much money for you to lose. Seeing Leah's little money grubber look, Qin Feng felt it was funny. He pulled Leah into his embrace and whispered into her ear, don't you know one thing? If you lose all of it, you can sleep with that damn fat pig. Nothing else matters. You big bastard, do you still have the slightest bit of pity for the weak? Do you have the heart to watch me be bullied by that damn fat pig? Leah started to fiercely pinch Qin Feng's lower back again. It was just that her hands were sore from pinching, but she realized that Qin Feng's skin was too thick, and did not feel any pain at all. Of course I have compassion for the weak, but you are not that kind of group. You want to scheme against me and that big fatty, you are ruthless. Qin Feng did not mind at all, he laughed and rubbed Leah's jade back. Since this woman wanted to trick him, then he would make her pay the price. Leah was so scared that she almost screamed out. She started to struggle in Qin Feng's embrace. Leah was so old, no one had dared to touch her body, but in the end, she was taken advantage of by Qin Feng today, causing Leah to almost explode. Leah also hated Qin Feng now, she could not wait for Qin Feng to lose to her death. Just as Qin Feng and Leah were fighting, Lu Hai had already found a card table to play with. It seemed like he was indeed quite famous in Hong Kong, and the tourists who were playing cards on this table, when they saw Lu Hai sitting down, all consciously went around to play at other tables. Qin Feng sat down opposite of Lu Hai, pulled a chair over, and hugged Leah as he sat at the side. Leah struggled a few times in Qin Feng's embrace, she hated the feeling of being hugged by Qin Feng, but Qin Feng's hand seemed to have grown on her waist, and she could not shake it off no matter what. After the two of them sat down, a lot of tourists immediately surrounded them. Lu Hai was very famous in Hong Kong, and those who were able to gamble with him were all truly rich people. Everyone liked to see the feeling of rich people throwing money. Seeing that there were more and more people watching, Lu Hai did not stop them, and even had a complacent smile on his face. He was just looking for an opportunity to slap Qin Feng's face, and now that there were so many people watching him act cool, it was exactly what Lu Hai wanted. "Brother Hai, how big are you going to play today?" The dealer smiled as he looked at Lu Hai. Lu Hai casually threw out a gold card. "Today, I'm going to play with a pauper from the continent. If I play too big, I'm afraid of scaring him. Let's play a little smaller, and exchange for 5 million chips first." Lu Hai knew that 5 million was definitely a lot. He rarely played so big even when he came to play, but today, he was going to act cool and slap Xiao Feng in the face, so he naturally had to play a little bigger. The dealer was slightly startled, but quickly regained his senses. He immediately took the gold card that Lu Hai threw over, and with a light swipe on the POS machine, he immediately exchanged it for 5 million chips. Brother Hai is just rich. Every time he comes to play, it's tens of millions. Today, 5 million is indeed a lot more low-key. The dealer had already seen through Lu Hai's thoughts. Lu Hai nodded his head in satisfaction, and directly threw a chip to the dealer. "Take it, it's for your consumption." Thank you, Brother Hai." Lu Hai threw a 50,000 chip as a tip, scaring the dealer. It was not that the dealer had never seen money before, he had even received 100,000 as a tip, it was just that Lu Hai was the stingiest among the 4 young masters of Hong Kong. Usually, he would spend a few hundred, but he was suddenly so generous today, causing the dealer to not be used to it. "This little bit of money is nothing. Deal the cards properly, and when Brother Hai is happy, I'll give you a bigger tip." Lu Hai waved his hand heroically, looking like a rich young master. Qin Feng could tell with a glance that Lu Hai was acting, and his heart was about to be amused to death by him. When Qin Feng was a hedonistic young master in Acropolis City, his tips were all at least 100,000. Now, in Qin Feng's eyes, Lu Hai's actions were simply like a friend of kindergarten's second class. "Xiao Feng, hurry up and change your chips." After Lu Hai finished acting cool, he chuckled as he looked at Qin Feng. Lu Hai guessed that Qin Feng had at most a few tens of thousands of yuan in his pocket. How could he take out such a small amount of money? What are you still standing there for? Hurry up and swipe your card to buy chips. I haven't trained you for a few days, are you going to be disobedient again? Qin Feng slapped Li Ya's thigh, causing Li Ya to be dumbfounded. At this time, there were dozens of people surrounding them. Li Ya was an outstanding beauty, and all the tourists were secretly sneaking glances at Li Ya. In the end, Qin Feng ordered her around like a maid, causing Li Ya to be so angry that the buttons on the collar of her qipao were about to burst. I know, my dear. Don't be so mean to me." Chapter 710. If Qin Feng took out a bank card and said that he would only exchange 10,000 chips, he would definitely be looked down upon by everyone present. However, when the great beauty Li Ya took out her bank card and pitifully looked at the dealer and said those words, everyone present felt pity. Many people put their hands into their pockets, wishing that they could swipe their cards to buy chips for Li Ya. How could such a beautiful goddess pay? This kind of goddess was clearly used to use force. Cough cough. This ordinary-looking stinky man was too heartless. What? 10,000 chips. Are you kidding me? Take out all the money in your card and exchange it for chips, or else I'll leave right now. Qin Feng suddenly stood up and glared at Li Ya angrily. Li Ya was so angry that she secretly stomped her feet, she really wanted to shout at Qin Feng, "Hurry up and scram." But in the end, Li Ya did not say anything, and even squeezed out 2 cute dimples, squinting her big smiling eyes as she held on to Qin Feng's arm and said coquettishly, "Darling, don't be angry. It's not easy for me to earn money. How about? I'll give you 50,000 chips, okay?" Everyone present was dumbfounded. They felt like they were dreaming. What kind of eyes did beauties have these days? There were a lot of outstanding youths outside, so why did they have to look for these tasteless bastards? This man looked really fucking ordinary, had a bad temper, and was also poor. What did this beauty see in him? Beauty, don't exchange chips for him. It's fine if you don't want this kind of man. That's right, beauty, what do you think of me? My assets are over 10 million. If you like me, I'll take you to a room right now. Pfft, to eat roasted sausages. The onlookers could no longer bear to watch, and a few daring ones jumped out, wanting to poach Leah. Leah did not even look at those men. She was not Qin Feng's girlfriend in the first place. She was just acting. Leah already hated Qin Feng in her heart. Not only was she unwilling to leave, she also wanted to rely on Qin Feng. She wanted to completely incite the conflict between Qin Feng and Lu Hai, and let Lu Hai kill this stinking brat to vent his anger. You heard it, there are a lot of people over there who like you. If you don't want to take out all the money in your card, then hurry up and go with them. I'm annoyed when I see you. Qin Feng impatiently pushed Leah, causing everyone to be stunned once again. Leah immediately grabbed Qin Feng's arm, and said pitifully, "Darling, don't be angry, I'll take out all the money, okay? Don't abandon me, I don't want to leave you." Leah's actions immediately caused a wave of sighs. Many people even suspected that there was something wrong with this woman's head. Leah was so angry that her lungs were about to explode, but on the surface, she had dimples on her face as she passed the bank card to the dealer. Leah's card only had 100,000 yuan, which she had saved up through hard work and frugality. She did not expect that she would lose it all in just a day. Thinking about it, Leah felt so sad. Qin Feng's side had exchanged for 100,000 chips. Compared to Lu Hai's 5 million chips that had piled up into a small mountain, Qin Feng's side was simply too shabby. Humph, lousy hates bastards like you who don't know how to show mercy to the fairer sex the most. Stop talking nonsense, let's hurry up and start. Lu Hai glared at Qin Feng angrily. He had already thought about it. After he won all the chips in Qin Feng's hands, he would return them to Leah. This way, Leah would be moved, and maybe she would fall in love with someone else. "Brother Hai, can this little one deal the cards now?" The dealer asked for Lu Hai's opinion. Before Lu Hai could even open his mouth, Leah suddenly leaped up and sat cross-legged on the table. Leah was wearing a tight red qipao. The two sides of the qipao were split all the way to her thighs. When she sat down, the qipao skirt opened up a little, revealing her slender legs that were covered in white stockings. Especially Qin Feng, who was sitting in front of the table, he could clearly see the scenery under Leah's skirt. Whoosh! A burst of screams came from the crowd. Everyone was dumbstruck. Leah was an outstanding beauty, and now that she was sitting on the table and making such a seductive gesture, everyone was unable to move their eyes away. Even Qin Feng was slightly startled. He did not know what this girl wanted to do. "Lu Hai, I'll bet with you." Leah looked at Lu Hai expressionlessly. She knew Lu Hai's gambling skills. If Qin Feng were to gamble, he would lose without a doubt. This money was Leah's own. She felt a little heartache. She could not just watch as her hard-earned money was lost. Haha. Beauty Xiaoya, are you sure you want to personally fight? Lu Hai's eyes were glued to the spot. He was completely unable to move away from Leah's legs. A look of disgust flashed across Leah's face, and she shouted snappily, "Don't talk so much nonsense. If you don't want to bet, I'll take my darling and leave right now." "Sure." Just as Leah finished speaking, Lu Hai spoke up impatiently. Leah's current posture was too tempting. Lu Hai could not wait to gamble with her. After he won all of Leah's money, he would return it to Leah. Then hurry up and start. Leah did not waste any time and glared at the dealer. The dealer was sneaking a peek at Leah. He was so scared that he immediately retracted his gaze and looked at Lu Hai. Seeing Lu Hai slightly nod his head, the dealer then started to deal the cards. The dealer was very professional. Dealing cards was a type of art that could be used to admire. Everyone's trump card had already been dealt, followed by a clear card. Liya and Lu Hai were both experts at gambling. Just as the dealer was shuffling the cards, the two of them remembered the order of the cards. This round, Liya was obviously going to win. Liya's card had a red heart Q, which was bigger than Lu Hai's diamond 8, and she began to speak. 1,000. Liya casually threw 1,000 chips onto the table. She looked casual on the surface, but she was extremely nervous in her heart. Beauty Xiaoya, aren't you being a little stingy? It's obvious that you want to win this round. How about this? Big brother will give you money for free, 50,000. Lu Hai stared at Liya with a smile, and with a throw of his hand, 10,000 chips appeared on the table. Liya was so angry that her face turned cold. She knew that her chances of winning this round were very high, but Liya's money was too little. The second, third, and fourth cards were dealt out. Liya's cards had always been very big, and there was even the possibility of a straight. Lu Hai's cards were very small, and his cards were scattered everywhere. Xiaoya, now that all 4 cards have been revealed, why don't we be ruthless and just go straight? Lu Hai smiled as he looked at Liya. Regardless of whether Liya agreed or not, Lu Hai pushed with his hand, and threw all the chips on the table in, a total of 5 million. This scene stunned the onlookers. As expected of one of the 4 young masters of Hong Kong, this was the domineering aura that a rich person should have. You, what do you mean by this? I don't have that much money to accompany you. Liya stared at Lu Hai angrily. From the looks of it, Liya was going to win this round, but after Lu Hai did this, Liya didn't even have the money to open her cards, so she could only give up. Beauty Xiaoya, don't be anxious, how could I, Lu Hai, do such a thing? I said, I will give you money for free this round, as long as you bring in 100,000, I will let you open your cards. If you win, my 5 million will be yours. Lu Hai smiled as he looked at Liya, as if 5 million was nothing in his eyes. Liya was already excited in her heart. She had a 90% chance of winning, that was 5 million, even Liya, this little miser, was moved. Alright, I'll follow. Liya pushed all the remaining chips on the table in one go. Everyone nodded their heads. Everyone could tell that Brother Hai was deliberately throwing money in order to pick up girls. Only Qin Feng secretly shook his head, the corner of his mouth raised into a meaningful bitter smile. Both sides were stuck, and now they were going to reveal their cards. Liya looked at her own cards, which were K, Q, 10, 9, and Lu Hai's were 9, 5, 3, 2. It was obvious that she had a higher chance of winning this round. Haha. Beauty Xiaoya, your cards are bigger than mine. You can reveal them first. Lu Hai's laughter came over. Liya kept feeling that something was wrong, but she couldn't figure it out for a while. Just as Liya's jade hand touched her trump card, Qin Feng's voice came from beside her ear, Beauty, you've lost. Liya, who was about to flip her card, suddenly trembled. She had always thought that Qin Feng didn't know how to play cards, but when Qin Feng suddenly said such a thing, Liya was confused. She turned her head and glared at Qin Feng, gritting her teeth and shouting, Can you not curse me? That's all I've got. Qin Feng shrugged his shoulders indifferently. Liya would definitely lose this round. Qin Feng was only speaking the truth. Since Liya did not believe him, Qin Feng did not care about her. Pow! Liya suddenly flipped over her trump card and gracefully threw it on the table. In her memories, her trump card was a J. That way, Liya would be able to win. However, when her trump card was flipped over, it actually turned out to be a mismatched little 3, causing Liya to be dumbfounded. Aya, Beauty Xiaoya's luck is a bit bad, otherwise it would be a great shun card. But this way, you still have a chance to win, maybe my trump card is even smaller. Seeing the little 3 that Liya had pulled out, Lu Hai pretended to be surprised. It was full of drama, and had tricked everyone into it. Leah still had not regained her senses. She clearly remembered that her trump card was J. How did it become a little 3? Could it be that Lu Hai had secretly changed his cards? But Leah quickly dispelled that thought. She was afraid that Lu Hai would cheat midway, so she kept an eye on Lu Hai's actions. She did not notice that Lu Hai had changed his cards. Alright, now it's my turn. Beauty Xiaoya, don't worry, my trump card is definitely very small. I sincerely hope that I can lose to Beauty Xiaoya. Lu Hai smiled as he looked at Leah. With a flip of his fat hand, his trump card appeared. It was a little 5, which just so happened to form a small pair with the little 5 on the open card, suppressing Leah's card. Why did you flip Zhang Wu out? You really can't even lose money if you want to. Beauty Xiaoya, thank you for letting me win. After Lu Hai saw his trump card, he pretended to be extremely regretful. Leah did not care about Lu Hai's words at all. She was so angry that she wanted to die. Leah clearly remembered that her trump card was J, and Lu Hai's trump card was a 6. Now that both of their trump cards had changed, how could no one change their cards? Even if you beat Leah to death, she wouldn't believe it. Leah looked at Lu Hai's exaggerated expression and immediately understood that Lu Hai must have done something to it. If Leah was really unlucky and lost 100,000, then she would admit it without a second thought. However, Lu Hai had won her money by cheating, so how could Leah let it go? Leah's face immediately turned cold. She was about to expose the matter of Lu Hai changing the cards in front of everyone, but before she could say anything, Qin Feng suddenly reached out and pulled her from the table into his embrace from behind. You silly girl, don't speak nonsense. Qin Feng's voice sounded beside Leah's ears, and the hot air made Leah's body itchy. P.S. Recommending an urban novel to a friend. This brother just went to the hospital yesterday because he stayed up all night writing. Both of his arms were on and 4 drip, and he was still writing with his feet. It was really touching. Those who have a shortage of books can go and read his book. The Most Awesome Star, Qin Wu's masterpiece. Chapter 711. Just as Leah was about to question Lu Hai, in the end, with Qin Feng's actions, Leah's body immediately went limp, lying in Qin Feng's embrace. She did not even have the strength to get up, let alone question Lu Hai. Music percent 1%. Qin Feng did not give Leah a chance to speak, and took the opportunity to touch Leah's long legs, then fiercely slapped them, and angrily scolded, You prodigal woman, who told you to bet with that shithead? How dare you make your own decisions? Huh? Look at you now, you've squandered all your money. I think you're asking for a beating, bitch. As Qin Feng berated Leah, he slapped her thigh a few times. Every slap was loud and clear, and Leah's thigh was red from the slap. When the onlookers saw this, they gritted their teeth in anger. Some of the strong men even wanted to rush up and beat Qin Feng up. What was wrong with this man? How could he not cherish such a delicate and beautiful woman? How could he bear to lay his hands on her? What's more, the beautiful lady lost the money from her own card. What right do you have to teach her a lesson? No matter how dissatisfied everyone was, as long as Leah was willing to stay, they could only watch helplessly as Qin Feng picked up such a big bargain. Actually, Qin Feng's attack looked ruthless, but Leah did not feel any pain. Instead, her body felt itchy, as if she had been electrocuted. Leah wanted to struggle free from Qin Feng's embrace. She felt that this action was too ambiguous. She had never been so intimate with a man before. Stop moving around. If you want to win back your $100,000, you'll have to cooperate with me later. Don't act on your own. Qin Feng's face came closer, pretending to be sniffing Leah's neck, but in reality, he was whispering to Leah. Leah's neck was itchy, and her ears were red from embarrassment. She did not dare to move recklessly now, and listened to Qin Feng's arrangements. Qin Feng and Leah intimately bit the root of their ears, while Lu Hai sat on the opposite side and was treated as heir. He was so angry that his eyeballs were about to pop out. Mainlander, who did you say is the shithead? Are you fucking looking for trouble? Xiaoya, tell me, is that person a shithead? Qin Feng was too lazy to even look at Lu Hai, and carried Leah down from his embrace. Leah immediately nodded her head, and said seriously, he's the head of shit, it smells bad just by looking at him. Leah's cute expression carried a trace of charm, causing the hearts of the onlookers to melt. Everyone had long discovered that Lu Hai had come over with a head full of shit, but everyone was worried about Lu Hai's power, so no one dared to say it out loud. Many people were trying their best to hold back their laughter, and the corners of their mouths were about to become crooked. You, what kind of taste do you have? He simply doesn't understand fashion trends. Lu Hai was so angry that he panted heavily. Originally, he was very proud of his new style, but now, he suddenly felt a little disgusted with his hairstyle. Lu Hai said that Qin Feng was tasteless, but he secretly pressed his hair down, trying to suppress his poop style. That's right. This time, it's not a poop head anymore. This is a big head that was half eaten by a dog. It's much sexier than the previous one. Qin Feng chuckled as he looked at Lu Hai. Lu Hai was so angry that his chest rose and fell, but in the end, he did not dare to explode. This was the first time Leah felt that Qin Feng was so humorous. She laughed coquettishly, causing everyone's eyes to stare blankly. You poor bastard, you've already lost all your money, what's there to be arrogant about? I'll give you a chance now. As long as you're willing to break up with the beauty Xiaoya, you can take away the 5 million on this table at any time. Lu Hai was so angry that he was about to cry. He had always been stingy, but now, he was so generous. He was prepared to use 5 million to smash Qin Feng's face. Lu Hai did not believe that Qin Feng would not be tempted by the temptation of so much money. Darling, don't. Leah became nervous. Based on her understanding of Qin Feng, this person might really abandon her for 5 million. If that was really the case, then Leah's face would be completely lost. Before Leah could finish speaking, Qin Feng pulled her into his embrace, stared at Lu Hai with a cold face and shouted, "Shithead, what nonsense are you talking about? You want to buy my family's little darling with 5 million? Who do you think I, Xiao Feng, am? Let me tell you. Less than 100 million, no need to talk." The first part of Qin Feng's words were aggressive and mighty, causing Leah to be almost intoxicated. However, after hearing the second half of Qin Feng's words, Leah started to secretly pinch Qin Feng's lower back. Lu Hai was startled. He thought that he had heard wrongly. 100 million? Why don't you go rob a bank? Humph, as expected of a pauper from the continent. One look and you can tell that you've never seen money before. Why don't you just call me a billion? Lu Hai complained. I, Xiao Feng, do not have much money, but I'm still better than you. You can't even take out 100 million, and you still have the nerve to pursue my family's Xiaoya? Do you think Xiaoya isn't worth 100 million? In my heart, even a billion can't buy a kiss from Xiaoya. As a seduction saint, Xiao Feng's coaxing words came out of his mouth. He casually said a few words, and immediately made Leah's heart burst with joy. Leah secretly glanced at the side of Xiao Feng's face, and discovered that although this man looked extremely ordinary, the domineering aura on his body and between his brows was too enchanting. Lu Hai was about to be angered to death by Qin Feng today. He knew that Qin Feng was just a pauper, and only knew how to blabber. If you have the ability, why don't you take out 1 billion to buy a kiss from Leah? You don't even have a single fucking cent, you even let Leah pay for the bet. Where did you get the confidence to say these words? TSK, anyone can brag, a pauper like you can only brag. Since you don't even have the money to gamble with Lousy, then hurry up and scram. Looking at Lousy's eyes is dirty. Lu Hai glared at Qin Feng and shouted. Qin Feng did not mind, he slapped Leah's thigh and shouted, "Why don't you know what's going on? Hurry up and take out another bank card, swipe 100,000 for me to gamble. Qin Feng acted like a gambler, and the onlookers were angered by his actions. Leah had just developed a good impression of Qin Feng, but now, it was gone with a single roar from Qin Feng. Leah glared at Qin Feng angrily and said, "Darling, I've lost all my money. How about, let's go home?" "What do you mean by going home? Don't you have any change in your card? Take out all the change and exchange it for chips." Qin Feng patted Leah again, and Leah did not dare to talk back anymore. She only had a little more than 1,000 left in her card, so she could only exchange for 1,000 chips. In the Dafu gambling city, the lowest chip was at least 1,000, and the 1,000 chips were the same size as a 50-cent silver coin. Even Leah felt ashamed to exchange them. Are you really asking for a beating? I told you to change the chips, why are you dawdling? Do you still want to go to bed tonight? Seeing that Leah was dawdling, Qin Feng shouted at her again. Leah gritted her teeth in anger. She could only hand the bank card over to the dealer, and said with a voice as weak as a mosquito, exchange for $1,000 worth of chips. A wave of sighs came from the surrounding crowd. These people could not understand, a great beauty like Leah, what kind of rich second generation would not be able to get her hands on, why would she fall for a bastard like Qiao Feng? The dealer shook his head, but he still quickly swiped his card and threw a small chip to Qin Feng. Qin Feng received the chip, laughed and looked at Lu Hai, then shouted, "Come, I will play with you for a while, do you want to buy more chips? Don't run out of chips later." Qin Feng boasted shamelessly. The surrounding people all looked at him with disdain, and even spoke ill of Qin Feng behind his back. Even Leah, who was in his embrace, had no face, and buried her head in Qin Feng's embrace, too embarrassed to reveal it. Qin Feng acted as if he did not hear the discussions of the crowd, and glanced at the dealer. "What are you still standing there for? Hurry up and deal the cards." "Humph. What are you shouting for, stinking country bumpkin?" The dealer looked down on Qin Feng and complained before starting to deal the cards. This time, Qin Feng personally went up, but in Lu Hai's eyes, Qin Feng was just a country bumpkin. He was not as strong as Leah. Just now, when Lu Hai was gambling with Leah, he realized that Leah had even learned some gambling techniques, but Qin Feng did not remember his cards at the start, nor did he observe the situation. He had a lazy and leisurely expression on his face, as if he was on a vacation. A cold smile flashed across Lu Hai's eyes. This kind of trash still wanted to gamble with him? He was simply looking for a beating. The first card had already been dealt. From the start, Qin Feng had been absent-minded. Leah sat in Qin Feng's embrace and had been paying attention to the game. According to the results of Leah's cards, Qin Feng would definitely lose this round. "Qiao Feng, you're going to lose this round, don't follow." After the first card was dealt, Qin Feng began to speak. Qin Feng acted as if he did not hear Leah's words, and was using his mind to communicate with the little pig. "Little pig, what level of gambling skill do you need to defeat that shithead?" "Master, you only need to buy the elementary gambling skill, 500 hedonist points." The little pig said. Qin Feng thought for a bit. This gambling skill was very practical in real life. With an unparalleled gambling skill, he wouldn't have to worry about getting all the beauties in the world. "I'll directly buy the advanced gambling skill." Qin Feng thought for a bit and spent 5,000 hedonist points to buy the advanced gambling skill. Immediately, a powerful wave of memories surged in Qin Feng's mind, and quickly fused with Qin Feng's original memories. At this moment, Qin Feng suddenly felt as if he was possessed by the gambling king. He directly threw the 1,000 chips on the table and shouted, "Shuttle clam." Shuttle clam? Qin Feng's actions stunned everyone. These people had seen many gambles, but this was the first time they'd seen someone play shuttle toad with only one open card. Also, Qin Feng's wager was a bit too fucking small. It was only 1,000 chips, which was the size of a coin, thrown onto the table. It was comical to watch. Lu Hai stared blankly for a moment, then quickly came back to his senses and couldn't help but laugh out loud. Ha! Shuttle clam? You poor brat, using 1,000 chips to play shuttle clam with Lousy? Why are you so funny? You're really going to make Lousy die of laughter. Lu Hai was truly amused, and he laughed so hard that tears flowed out. Leah had already started to struggle in Qin Feng's embrace, wanting to get out. Leah felt that she had completely lost face today, and she wanted to escape. Recently, the number of subscriptions has been dropping rapidly. I hope everyone will continue to subscribe and support. Otherwise, if the results are too bad, the website will request for the book to be completed as soon as possible. Young Master Du does not want it to end now. How far the book can go depends on everyone's official subscription. If you want to see pirated copies, please come to ZhongHengNet's official subscription support. $5 a month is really not much. Hedonist Sovereign official website. Chapter 712. Did you eat a fart? Or was there something wrong with your nerves? What are you laughing at? Do you dare to play with me? Qin Feng stared at Lu Hai with a serious expression and complained to him. Lu Hai finally had enough of laughing. He held back his laughter and arrogantly shouted, "You're asking me if I dare to play with you? Huh, you're going to make me laugh again. You're so poor that you only have 1,000 chips left, right? Come, I'll directly throw 100,000 chips to play with you. This is the money that Beauty Xiaoya lost before. If you have the guts, then win it back." Lu Hai had recorded the cards. He was definitely going to win this round. Even if he had to throw 5 million chips in, Lu Hai was not afraid. Alright, then let's continue dealing the cards. Qin Feng calmly swept his gaze over the 100,000 chips, as if he was looking at $10. Leah angrily pinched Qin Feng's lower back to vent her anger. She had already told Qin Feng not to play this round. He would definitely lose this round, but Qin Feng did not listen to her advice. This time, she had thrown in the last 1,000 yuan. Leah felt sad just thinking about it. That was the family fortune she had saved for 3 years. Since the two of them were already playing, the dealer directly gave out the 3 cards at the back. Lu Hai's 4 cards were 456 Xiao Shun, plus a big K. Qin Feng's 4 cards were a pair of small 3s, plus a small 7s and a J's. Just from the looks of it, Qin Feng had obviously lost, and both Leah and Lu Hai had recorded the cards, so Qin Feng's trump card was not 3 at all, so Qin Feng would definitely lose this round. I told you not to follow a long time ago. Now that you've lost the last $1,000, I won't even be able to eat instant noodles this month. Seeing that the last $1,000 had also been lost, Leah glared at Qin Feng angrily. Qin Feng smiled as he hugged Leah, his big hands unrestrainedly touching her white stockings. "Xiaoya. You're my woman, why are you always speaking up for others? And you keep cursing me to lose, are you trying to rebel?" Pa. Just as Qin Feng finished speaking, a slap sounded out. Leah immediately felt a numbness coming from her thigh. She was so angry that she almost exploded. Leah wanted to shout at Qin Feng, but when the words reached her mouth, she did not say anything. Of course, she did not wish for Qin Feng to lose, but Qin Feng did not listen to her advice. Seeing Qin Feng touching Leah's beautiful legs in all sorts of ways, Lu Hai was so angry that he was about to die. He did not even have the mood to win, and shouted at Qin Feng, "You poor bastard of the continent, hurry up and scram. If you don't have money, then don't learn from others to pick up girls and gamble. A man like you, whoever follows you will have 8 lifetimes of bad luck. Beauty Xiaoya, do you want to change men? Why are you following this bastard?" Lu Hai shouted as he began to flip the cards. As soon as the card fell, Lu Hai prepared to get up and grab Qin Feng's chips without even looking. Suddenly, a big hand grabbed him. "Brat, what are you trying to do? Don't tell me you want to go back on your word after losing 1,000 yuan. Hurry up and let go, or I'll call someone over to kill you." Qin Feng's big hand was like a vice. Lu Hai could not pull it out at all. Brother shithead, I haven't even shown my trump card yet, why are you already grabbing my chips? This is not good. Qin Feng acted as if he did not hear Lu Hai's threat, and looked at Lu Hai with a smile. Lu Hai glared at Qin Feng, and shouted, I have 456 little shun, you don't need to turn that broken card over, you will definitely lose. Also, Laozi is warning you one last time, Laozi is not your little brother shithead. Alright, since you don't want me to call you little brother shithead, then I won't call you that. Brother Ice Orange Juice, don't be in such a hurry, let's wait for me to show my trump card first. Qin Feng had a bright smile on his face as he flipped over his trump card. Just as his trump card landed on the table, cries of surprise came from all around. How is this possible? This brat is so lucky. Damn, 3-3, it's just enough to suppress Brother Hai's little shun. Such a bastard can win. Does the heavens have eyes, or not? Everyone was stunned, Lu Hai was dumbfounded, even Liya was shocked, and jumped up excitedly. On the surface, Qin Feng's cards were a pair of 3, and if this card met Lu Hai's Xiaoshunzi, he would definitely lose. However, he never would have thought that Qin Feng's trump card was another 3, making it 3, and directly counterattacking and winning. Fuck, how is this possible? This is absolutely impossible. After Lu Hai regained his senses, he immediately started cursing. Liya felt that this result was somewhat inconceivable, because Qin Feng's trump card was clearly not 3. Brother Ice Orange Juice, why is it impossible? You make it sound like you know my trump card, you can't be cheating, right? Qin Feng smiled as he looked at Lu Hai. Lu Hai was so scared that his face turned white, and he immediately stopped shouting. He glared at Qin Feng angrily, as if he wanted to skin Qin Feng alive, and after a long while, he finally said, cough cough. You should just call me little brother shithead. No one else knew what the meaning of the ice orange juice was. Even Liya could not understand why Lu Hai would voluntarily let Qin Feng call him shithead. Everyone looked at Lu Hai in astonishment. Lu Hai took the initiative to admit defeat, and Qin Feng had already taken the 100,000 chips to his table. Liya still had not regained her senses. Xiao Feng actually won this round? His 100,000 savings came back. Ah. Darling, you're so great. You helped me win back the money, I'm so happy. I'll let you do whatever you want tonight. Liya excitedly hugged Qin Feng's neck. She had worked hard and saved up this $100,000, and now that Qin Feng had won the money back, Liya was so excited that she forgot herself. Qin Feng smelled the fragrance on Liya's body, and allowed her to jump along with her as she jumped softly against his chest. That feeling was indescribably refreshing. After jumping for a while, Liya suddenly regained her senses, and immediately let go of Qin Feng's neck, and shyly retreated to the side. The two of them were so sweet that Lu Hai wanted to vomit blood. Until now, Lu Hai still did not understand, how could he lose? Country bumpkin, didn't you just win 100,000 chips? Look at how excited you are, have you really never seen money before? It's simply a disgrace. Lu Hai angrily mocked Qin Feng. Right now, he could only say some words to anger Qin Feng, but in the end, he found out that Qin Feng did not care at all. $100,000 is not a lot, the main thing is that I used $1,000 to win $100,000 from you. This is worth me being happy about, this is the first time I've seen an idiot like you. Qin Feng also did not know what Lu Hai was thinking, he clearly could not beat him in a quarrel, but he still wanted to scold him for no reason, so of course Qin Feng would be happy to fulfill other people's requests. You, don't fucking say useless things. Come, let's continue. Lu Hai was so angry that he did not even dare to scold Qin Feng, he could only continue to gamble. He did not believe that with his gambling skills, he could not even deal with a country bumpkin from a continent. Darling, I'm so tired. Let's go home, okay? I'll go back and serve you. Liya immediately pulled Qin Feng and started to act coquettishly. This Hong Kong beauty was truly invincible when she acted coquettishly, Her voice was soft and coquettish, causing the surrounding tourists to feel their bodies go soft. What are you going home for? I was just having fun. Let's continue playing. I'll go home and take care of you, you little demoness. Qin Feng was ignited by Li Ye's coquettish look, and could not help but pinch Li Ye's thigh. Li Ye did not want Qin Feng to continue gambling. In her opinion, Qin Feng was able to win the last round because he was lucky. It was not easy to earn back this $100,000, so Li Ye did not want to lose it anymore. Woo-woo, darling, don't gamble anymore. I want it now. Li Ye had no other choice but to continue acting coquettishly towards Qin Feng. A ball of fire rose in Qin Feng's stomach. He wished that he could take care of Li Ye, this little demoness, on the spot. Do you want it now? All right then. Shithead, wait a moment, I'll get intimate with the baby first, then we'll bet again. As Qin Feng spoke, he pulled Li Ye into his embrace and started to take off her clothes. Li Ye and everyone else were stunned. What was this person trying to do? Could it be settled on the spot? That was great. Ah. Darling, what are you doing? Li Ye was so scared that she started to resist. Didn't you say you couldn't wait? Then hurry up. Qin Feng had an evil smile on his face. What? Right here? You're sick. No, don't. Li Ye was so angry that her face turned black, and she almost exploded. Qin Feng was only trying to scare Li Ye. If he didn't scare this woman, he wouldn't be able to control her. Qin Feng stopped, stared at Li Ye and shouted, all right, if you want to come and not come, then just obediently sit at the side and watch me play cards. If you dare to spout any more nonsense, be careful that I don't divorce you. From start to finish, Qin Feng had always displayed a kind of male chauvinism towards Li Ye, causing the surrounding tourists to be extremely jealous of Qin Feng. Why couldn't they find a woman as beautiful and obedient as Li Ye? Li Ye angrily sat at the side and did not say anything. Qin Feng returned to his seat, looked at Lu Hai and laughed. Brother shithead, continue? Dealer, deal the cards. Lu Hai was too lazy to waste words with Qin Feng right now. He could not wait to win all of Qin Feng's money at the gambling table, to make him lose so much that he did not even have his pants left, and to make him run naked in the great wealth gambling city. Lu Hai roared, causing the dealer's entire body to tremble, and he immediately started to deal the cards. This time, Qin Feng was the same as before, putting on a sloppy look. He did not remember the cards, nor did he observe Lu Hai's situation. He even ordered a bottle of red wine, crossed his legs, and started drinking by himself. Seeing this scene, the corner of Lu Hai's mouth curled into a cold smile. This round, his cards were 3 big KS. He did not believe that he would not be able to kill Qin Feng. The first trump card and the first open card were dealt. The open card was Qin Feng's little 3, Lu Hai's big K. According to the rules, Lu Hai spoke first. Hee, brother Qiao Feng, I feel like you're going to win this round. Lu Hai chuckled as he looked at Qin Feng. Li Ye had also memorized the cards just now. She knew that Lu Hai would get 3 big KS this round, and Qin Feng was just a bunch of small cards. How could he win? Chapter 713. Oh. Really? Brother Poophead, you're not lying to me, are you? Your first card is the big king, and I'm only a small 3. Do you think I'll win this round? Is that for real? Qin Feng looked at Lu Hai with a doubtful expression. Lu Hai thought to himself that Qin Feng was not really stupid, and continued to laugh. Brother Qiao Feng, who am I? I am one of the 4 young masters of Hong Kong. Would I lie to you? If you don't believe me, then forget it. I'll give you money for free. I'll give you 100,000. Lu Hai casually threw 100,000 chips onto the table, as if he was throwing 10 packs of spicy strips. No, you must be lying to me. I'm not following this round. Qin Feng immediately refused to follow. Sigh. Don't, Brother Xiao Feng, believe me, you'll definitely win this round. Seeing that Qin Feng was about to throw away his cards, Lu Hai hurriedly reached out his hand to stop him. What are you doing? Are you forcing me to play cards with you? There's no such rule here, right? Qin Feng stared at Lu Hai in dissatisfaction. As one of the 6 biggest gambling cities in Hong Kong, the rules and order were very strict. Of course, there were no rules that forced customers to follow. Even though Lu Hai had always been shouting that he was one of the 4 young masters of Hong Kong, he did not dare to act recklessly in the great wealth gambling city. Otherwise, he would have made a move on Qin Feng long ago. Of course there are no such unreasonable rules in the great wealth gambling city. I just want to give some money to my brother for free, why don't you want it? Lu Hai continued to trick Qin Feng. Do you think I'm stupid? You have a high chance of winning this round. You want to trick me? Alright, how about this, you go up 100,000, I'll follow 1,000, if you're willing, I'll follow immediately. Qin Feng's words immediately caused a commotion. Everyone looked at Qin Feng as if they were looking at an idiot. 1,000 chips with 100,000 chips. This was 100 times worse. Did you think Brother Hai was an idiot? Alright, then let's do it. Before the discussion could end, Lu Hai suddenly slapped the table and cheered. The onlookers stared at him and immediately shut their mouths. Brother Poop Head is really rich, alright. Then I'll follow 1,000. Qin Feng threw 1,000 chips on the table. Lu Hai was extremely happy. He was sure that he would win this round. So what if he used a 100-to-1 ratio to play with Qin Feng? In the end, it was still his own money. The second card had been dealt. Lu Hai was another big K, everything was under his control. Qin Feng received a Lil 4. Lil 3 and Lil 4 looked pitiful together, and many people couldn't help but laugh. Go ahead and play. It's better if you lose. Who are you? I can't even persuade him, what a pig brain. Leah glanced at Qin Feng's cards and angrily started to complain in a low voice. 1 million. This time, Lu Hai raised the stakes and directly threw out 1,000,000 chips. Then should I just follow 10,000? Qin Feng looked at Lu Hai and laughed. Of course, my big brother Hai has a lot of credibility in Hong Kong. Previously, I said that I would bet 100-to-1 with you, so this round will be calculated at this rate. Lu Hai said heroically. Alright, then I'll follow 10,000. Who knows, maybe I'll be lucky enough to win this round. Brother Poop Head, don't you think so? Qin Feng threw 10,000 chips on the table. Leah felt as if a piece of flesh on her arm had been cut off by Qin Feng and thrown out. Lu Hai laughed so hard that the fat on his face trembled. He was about to die of laughter from Qin Feng's fluke mentality. Yes. Brother Xiao Feng's way of thinking is really too right. Only with this kind of thinking can you win money. I think this brother will definitely win, you just have to follow. Lu Hai laughed for a while, then gave the dealer a look, and the dealer began to deal the third card. Lu Hai threw out another big K. This time, the 3 big Ks gathered together, causing a wave of exclamations. Qin Feng could not help but exclaim, TSK, brother shithead, this card of yours is amazing. 3 cards are 3 big kings, and if another king comes out, then you'll be invincible. How could that be? My 3 big kings are all dog shit luck, there won't be any more kings. Lu Hai was afraid that Qin Feng would be scared away by his own cards, so he hurriedly comforted Qin Feng. Qin Feng's third card also came out, a small 6. This time, Qin Feng's 3 cards were 346, causing another round of laughter. Damn it, how can I play like this? I'm not playing anymore, I'm definitely going to lose this round. Qin Feng looked at the 3 cards and shook his head, looking like he was about to throw away his cards. Lu Hai immediately started to persuade Qin Feng again. Brother Xiao Feng, don't throw away your cards. You've already followed twice, it's such a pity to throw away your cards now. How about this? I'll throw the remaining 4 million up, and you can follow up with 40,000. Lia's heart was aching. With such an obvious losing card, if Qin Feng continued to follow, then he would just die. No, I'll definitely lose with this card. I can't follow. Qin Feng finally said something that made Lia happy, and Lia's hanging stone relaxed. However, before she could completely fall to the ground, Qin Feng added, how about this? I'll throw in the remaining 90,000 yuan, and you go and buy 5 million yuan worth of chips. After that, we'll reveal our cards, so that I won't lose this round and still have 50,000 yuan worth of chips left. I feel very unhappy. Lu Hai and the surrounding people were all stunned. Lia was biting her lips so hard that she wanted to jump up and give Qin Feng a kick to the head, directly kicking this infuriating fellow's head away. Ahaha. Alright, I think Brother Qiaofeng's suggestion is too good. Dealer, hurry up and give me another 5 million chips. Lu Hai was just worrying about how to scam all of Qin Feng's 100,000 chips in one go. Now that Qin Feng had thought of a way for him, Lu Hai was so happy that he wanted to jump up. Brother Hai, your 5 million chips. Very quickly, the dealer exchanged the chips. The chips added up to 10 million yuan were piled up like a small hill. Shuttle clam. Lu Hai pushed with both hands, and all 10 million chips were placed on the table. An imperceptible sneer flashed across the corner of Qin Feng's mouth. With a light push, 100,000 chips were also placed on the table. I'll follow you. Ha ha ha, good. Open your cards, hurry up and open your cards. When Lu Hai saw that Qin Feng had thrown in 100,000 chips, he excitedly asked the dealer to continue dealing cards. The fourth card quickly fell. Lu Hai was no longer a big K, but a queen. Qin Feng's card was still very small, a small 7. Brat, I'll show my trump card first. Open your dog eyes and look carefully. After Qin Feng's chips were pushed out, Lu Hai's attitude towards Qin Feng immediately changed. Like a chameleon, he was still calling Qin Feng brother before, but now, he was calling Qin Feng a stinking brat. Pow! Lu Hai's trump card was thrown out. Lu Hai's 5 cards were 3 big Ks, plus a J's and a Q's, which looked very imposing. Looking at Qin Feng's side, the 4 cards were 3467. It was so funny that people would die from laughter. TSK. Little brother shithead, you really are lucky. To get such a good card, I'm obviously going to lose this round. Alright, Xiaoya, come and help me flip my trump card. I can't even bear to look at it anymore. Qin Feng called out to Lia, but Lia angrily sat at the side and refused to come over. I told you not to gamble earlier, but you insisted on gambling. Now that you know you're going to lose, you want me to flip the cards? Xiaoya, come quickly. Are you being disobedient again? Qin Feng went up and pulled Lia over. Lia glared at Qin Feng angrily, wishing that she could bite Qin Feng to death. She did not even look at the trump card, and extended her slender jade hand to casually flip it over. After flipping it over, she did not even look at the trump card, and glared at Qin Feng and shouted, "Big bastard, are you satisfied now? 100,000 yuan, that's my old money." As Lia's voice fell, the surrounding people immediately cried out in alarm. When everyone saw Lia's trump card, they were all scared silly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're all spades. This is a straight flush. Damn, isn't this beauty's luck too good? Sure enough, there's a fragrance in her hands. How can the card she flips over be bad? A straight flush against a big 3, IO. This time, Brother Hai has suffered a huge loss. The sound of discussion was endless. Lu Hai had not come back to his senses since he saw Qin Feng's trump card. He kept his eyes open and his nostrils turned out as he stared at the 5 of spades in the trump card. He wished he could swallow this card alive. What? Did I flip to Black Heart 5? Ah. It really is a straight flush. Leah cried out in alarm. Her voice could pierce through a person's eardrums. When she found out that she had actually won this round of gambling, she was about to go crazy. Leah suddenly leaped up, and directly jumped onto Qin Feng's waist. A pair of white legs clamped onto Qin Feng's waist, her hands tightly wrapped around Qin Feng's neck, and her entire body hung onto Qin Feng's body. Oh! I won, I really won. Darling, am I very powerful? Leah was so excited that she really treated Qin Feng as her man. Qin Feng was afraid that Leah would fall down, so he dragged her butt and supported her back. Leah's body was extremely soft and fragrant, causing Qin Feng to be a little intoxicated. Everyone was exclaiming in admiration at this bet, especially Leah's last turn. It was simply a huge reversal. Only Qin Feng's expression was calm, because from the beginning of this bet, he had already expected this result. That's not right. Your trump card is clearly not Black Heart 5, I suspect that you cheated. After Lu Hai came back to his senses, he suddenly shouted. His abrupt shout scared everyone out of their wits. This was one of the 6 biggest gambling cities in Hong Kong, the rich and powerful gambling city. All cheating was strictly prohibited here, and once it was discovered, the consequences would be severe. If Qin Feng really cheated, no one dared to imagine the severe consequences that Qin Feng would face. You, don't spout nonsense. My darling doesn't even know how to play cards. He only won because of his dog shit luck. How could he cheat? Leah's heartbeat started to speed up. She had a grudge against Qin Feng before, but Qin Feng had just helped her win 10 million, which made Leah have a good impression of Qin Feng. Leah had also memorized the cards, and Qin Feng's trump card was indeed not Black Heart 5. Leah was a little worried now. If Qin Feng really cheated, then he would probably never be able to leave Hong Kong again. What you said doesn't count. In short, I suspect that this mainland kid cheated. I request to search his body. Lu Hai lost 10 million, and his entire person was in a bad state. Lu Hai didn't even have the mood to pick up girls anymore. He was no longer polite to Leah, and shouted at her with a loud voice. Leah was so angry that she wanted to scold him, but Qin Feng had a calm expression on his face. While tasting the red wine, he hugged Leah with one hand and smiled at Lu Hai. All right, then let's search. Recently, I am preparing to give the protagonist a purple dagger as a weapon. Everyone, think about the name, for example, the Infinity Blade. If there is a good name, I will use it. If you want to see a pirated version, please come to the vertical and horizontal network to leave a message, because I can't see your messages on the pirated website. You can also leave a message if you like the female lead. Young Master Du will add more plots to the female lead according to the support rate of the message. Chapter 7:14. Alright, then let's search. Qin Feng's light and breezy words stunned everyone. Did this person not know the price of cheating in Dafu Gambling City? Or could it be that he really didn't cheat? Lu Hai and Leah were both stunned. They had memorized the cards and knew that someone must have cheated before. It was obviously impossible for Lu Hai to change the card for Qin Feng, so this card could only be changed by Qin Feng himself. However, from Qin Feng's confident attitude, it was as if he had never cheated before. Dealer, go and search carefully. Don't let go of even the slightest bit of place. Lu Hai gave the dealer a look, and the dealer immediately nodded. In the Dafu Gambling City, if one party suspected the other party of cheating, they could be searched by the dealer who was in charge of issuing the cards on the spot. This was in line with the rules of the gambling city. Wait, there's no problem with searching the body, but I can't let you search my body. I don't like being touched by a man. Just as the dealer walked to Qin Feng's side, Qin Feng pushed him away. Just now, when Lu Hai and the dealer looked at each other, Qin Feng saw the problem. When he searched his body, even if he didn't have a hidden card on him, the dealer would still secretly throw a card at Qin Feng. According to the rules of the gambling city, the body search must be carried out by the dealer on the spot. Don't dawdle, or else I'll get the security here to arrest you. Lu Hai naturally did not agree to Qin Feng's suggestion. Not letting the dealer search his body? Then how could he frame Qin Feng? Qin Feng's expression did not change, and said with a light smile, I suspect that you are secretly colluding with this dealer. What if this brat throws a card on me when he searches my body? Then wouldn't I fall into the Yellow River and not be able to wash myself clean? How about this, let Xiaoya search my body. If you still don't agree, then go ahead and call the security guards. In any case, I didn't cheat. Qin Feng tilted his body and shook his legs, putting on the appearance of a hoodlum. Lu Hai was so angry that his eyes turned red. He was indeed preparing to secretly collude with the dealer to frame Qin Feng, but he did not expect that Qin Feng would see through him. Lu Hai was already feeling a little guilty, and he did not dare to make a big deal out of this. If he really alarmed the upper echelons of the rich and powerful gambling city, then things would not be so easy to resolve. Alright, then let Beauty Littleya do the body search. All of us are watching. Beauty Littleya, you better not play any tricks. Lu Hai agreed, since he was watching the entire process. He was not afraid of Li Ya and Xiao Feng playing any tricks. Li Ya was also a little worried about Qin Feng. Seeing that Lu Hai had agreed to let her search Qin Feng's body, Li Ya immediately started. Darling, don't move around, I'm going to search your body. Li Ya winked at Qin Feng, looking extremely alluring. The onlookers' bodies once again melted. Everyone wished they could swap places with Qin Feng and let the beauty search their bodies. Qin Feng had already raised both of his hands and looked at Li Ya with a smile. His scorching gaze made Li Ya feel a little uncomfortable. Be honest. You're not really hiding your cards, are you? Do you want to die? Li Ya had already walked close to Qin Feng and whispered into his ear. Qin Feng stretched out his neck and blew a breath of hot air into Li Ya's ear. Don't talk nonsense, hurry up and search. Li Ya wanted to help Qin Feng out of goodwill, but in the end, Qin Feng had this kind of attitude. Li Ya took a step back and glared at Qin Feng angrily. Li Ya was half bent over, and was less than half a meter away from Qin Feng. Qin Feng's gaze moved down slightly, and he could see the scenery under Li Ya's red qipao. Li Ya felt uncomfortable being looked at like this. She could only pretend that she did not know anything, and searched Qin Feng's shirt pockets and suit pockets. Li Ya's face suddenly turned red. Her lily-white hands unbuttoned Qin Feng's white shirt and started to search inside. Li Ya's body search technique was very skillful, as if she had practiced it before. Her movements were quick and fierce, and the scope of her search was from the outside to the inside, from the important hiding places to the hidden hiding places. She felt like a police officer. The process of the body search was very erotic, causing everyone to feel like they were on fire. Qin Feng had a smirk on his face, and intentionally put on an expression of enjoyment. Li Ya was so angry that she wanted to slap Qin Feng several times. I'm done searching, I didn't find anything. Li Ya searched Qin Feng's pants pockets and upper body. She even took off Qin Feng's shirt, but she did not find anything. Li Ya was a little suspicious. Qin Feng really did not cheat. Then who was the one who changed Qin Feng's trump card? Li Ya had searched Qin Feng's body in front of everyone, and she had searched very carefully. Even Lu Hai and the dealer had nothing to say, and they believed that Qin Feng really did not have any hidden cards on him. Everyone was speechless, but Qin Feng did not stop there. He suddenly grabbed Li Ya's wrist and pulled her over, and said while grinning, Xiaoya, how can you be considered to have finished searching? Even if I'm your man, you can't protect me so openly, right? Isn't the underwear not searched yet? Maybe the card is hidden inside. Just as Qin Feng finished speaking, everyone's faces darkened, and they cursed Qin Feng in their hearts. This person was too fucking shameless. Li Ya was startled for a moment, and when she regained her senses, she almost crippled Qin Feng with her leg. Did this person still want face? Cough cough. Forget it, there's no need to search anymore. I don't think a country bumpkin like you would dare to cheat in front of me. Lu Hai could not stand it any longer. He did not even plan to continue searching. How can I do that? This is no longer a problem of cheating. This has escalated to a problem of my reputation. Although I'm a little poor, I'm an upright person. I've never done anything sneaky. Don't stop me, little Ye has to search today. Qin Feng suddenly shouted. His aura was surging and majestic, scaring everyone to the point that they did not dare to speak. You're crazy. Leah was so angry that her chest heaved up and down. She could tell that this stinking brat Qin Feng wanted to take advantage of her. I don't want to search. You really don't want to search? Alright then, there's something I need to tell brother shithead, Xiaoya, and I. Seeing that Leah was unhappy, Qin Feng was not worried at all, and went to chat with Lu Hai with a rogue expression. Leah was so angry that she pouted. She even regretted using Qiao Feng, this stinking man, as a shield. She had originally wanted to trick Qin Feng, but in the end, she seemed to have been tricked by Qin Feng instead. Darling, you're so annoying. It's fine to search at home, but I won't be shy outside. Leah did not wait for Qin Feng to admit the relationship between the two of them, and immediately ran over to hold Qin Feng's arm. What's there to be embarrassed about? Just treat them as if they're at home. Don't treat these people as humans, just treat them as a bunch of beasts. Qin Feng waved his hand and said indifferently. The faces of the onlookers immediately fell, like a donkey's face. Leah was so angry that she wanted to die, but there was nothing she could do. She gritted her teeth and really started to search Qin Feng's pants. Leah made her move. Her movements were skillful and nimble, causing everyone's jaws to drop to the ground. Qin Feng wasn't even prepared, but this girl really touched him. Qin Feng felt like his entire body was about to float up. This girl's hand was really soft. The strength was just right. Leah searched very quickly, and in less than 10 seconds, she pulled her hand back. Everyone felt that they had not seen enough. All of them swallowed their saliva, and their gazes unconsciously fell on Leah's jade hands. What are you looking at? I've never seen a couple flirt before. Don't think too much, I will only do this to my darling. It's impossible for you guys to do it in your entire lives. Leah glared at the crowd angrily. She vented all the anger she had towards Qin Feng on the spectators. Are you satisfied now? I already said that my darling wouldn't cheat, and now that I haven't found anything on him, it proves that he didn't cheat. Leah glared at Lu Hai again, looking like she wanted to skin Lu Hai alive. Lu Hai had already known that Xiao Feng did not have any hidden cards on him, and now he was about to die from anger. Today, he had personally witnessed the woman he had been peeping at for a long time being hugged and touched by another man, and in the end, he even got a full-body massage. If Qin Feng did not have any hidden cards on him, then the suspicion of cheating would not be established. Qin Feng chuckled as he walked to the table, and directly threw 1,101,000 chips to the dealer. Lackey, come, exchange these chips for me, and transfer them all to my woman's card. The dealer was so angry that his body was trembling, but he did not dare to vent it out. The dealer always felt that Qin Feng had discovered the shameful dealings between him and Lu Hai, and the dealer was also afraid that things would get out of hand, so he would just talk nonsense. Give me your card. The dealer glared at Qin Feng snappily. Xiaoya, what are you waiting for? Quickly give me your card. Qin Feng shouted at Leah. Leah stood at the side with a silly expression, as if her soul had been sucked out. She had long heard Qin Feng calling her, but Leah was unable to recover from her shock. Qiao Feng wanted to transfer all of the 10 million he had won to his card. My woman is always in a daze. I think I was too fierce at night and broke her brain. Come. Leah was still in a daze, so Qin Feng went and took the bank card from her hands. Leah was still in a daze, so Qin Feng went and took the bank card from her hands. Lu Hai watched as the dealer transferred his 10 million to Leah's card, and his heart was bleeding crazily. After the dealer finished transferring the money, he returned the card to Qin Feng, and Qin Feng threw the card back to Leah. Leah finally regained her senses, grabbed Qin Feng's arm and screamed, "Darling, are you giving all this money to me? Nonsense, you're my woman. If I don't give the money to you, who will I give it to? You don't want it? Then take it all out and let's lose all the money in this gambling city before going back." Qin Feng rolled his eyes at Leah. This time, Leah was reprimanded by Qin Feng, but she was not angry at all. She jumped up excitedly and jumped into Qin Feng's embrace, hugging him and shouting excitedly, "Darling, you're too nice. I've become a rich woman. In the future, I can buy whatever clothes and bags I like. I can eat whatever I want." Leah's miserly appearance was undoubtedly revealed, causing Qin Feng to be speechless. Qin Feng and Leah were sweet and happy, while Lu Hai was so angry that he was about to vomit blood. Lu Hai was completely enraged by Qin Feng. He turned around and was about to leave the great wealth gambling city. He was going to call someone over. If he did not kill Qin Feng today, he would not be Hong Kong's brother. Hi, you're tuning into the Dreamy Chapters YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.